God, I really hate the pause in that. I really do. Huh.
You're not the only one.
But like I said, YouTube did not like the soundtrack for our new intro, so
Boo.
yeah, until we can find some new music, we're gonna have to stick with that one. But anyway, it is Sunday night at 7 o'clock. It's time for Gaming Beyond the Box. So what is up, everybody? Oh man, it's been an interesting week. Temu ads. Oh my god, dude, I get them in my email. It's been an interesting week. Last week was Xbox tax. This week we had Xbox Goes Everywhere. We were calling it Game Pass Max. So yeah, been an interesting week, and I can't wait to see what's coming up this week. But anyway, let's get off with our panel. We will start with the bottom right. Now we have the panel Pony Pumper. What's up, Piniac?
Kicking it off Sunday night. Let's go. Game Awards week. I know we're all excited about this for one reason or another, maybe multiple.
The commercials.
And people can say they don't care about the Game Awards. I don't like it. The categories are bullshit, and Jeff makes everything his own shit, and he loves Kojima. Who fucking cares? Dude made his own game show, and it's watched by more people than the Oscars. Okay, so let's go.
People still watch the Oscars? Jesus.
In a shocking turn of events, a few.
Huh. I didn't know this little thing. Yeah.
But no,
it's probably just to see if somebody else gets slapped on stage.
Yeah.
That is always a possibility now going forward. You know what I'm saying? Never know.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. So,
as far as what I've been playing, still working slowly through Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's been a busy weekend. I barely touched anything. But yeah, that and doing GT7 weeklies and nothing serious. Just yeah. Let's go.
All right, fair enough. And to the top right, our newest panel member, what is up, Kaneda?
What's shaking down, boys? What's happening in your world?
That's it?
That's it, man. I got nothing. This has been a light week for me.
I have nothing.
I got nothing. I just been playing Diablo. That's it. I got nothing more to say about that. I got into it because I was like, I got fed up with Call of Duty people on PC ruining console game, and yeah,
isn't crossplay the greatest thing ever?
Everybody wanted it.
Yeah, exactly.
PlayStation was the devil when they're like, we don't want crossplay. It's garbage. PlayStation was the devil, and now what happens?
Everybody wanted crossplay.
But you cheat their ass off the entire time.
You can turn it off still, but even on Xbox, it's not clean the way you got to do it. But and then every time you go to load a game, it's going to ask you like multiple times. It's going to say, "Oh, we're trying to put you. You're trying to play a game that's got crossplay capabilities. Do you want to continue?" And you guys say yes, and it's like, "Are you sure you want to continue?" Yes, Xbox, for the love of Christ, I just said yes. Thank you. And it asks you after every match. It's brutally annoying.
Matchmaking will be faster if you allow it.
I know. Anyway,
how is it when you do go solo queue for Xbox only? Are you seeing a big difference in how long it takes to get into a game?
Not at all.
You just gotta click that button 4 times.
Yeah, it works. It works just works the same way. There's nothing. It's just those two questions that get thrown in your face, and it's just an annoyance. It's not the end of the world, I guess. But
I don't turn it off. I'm like, fuck it. I'll take them down too. I don't care.
Yeah. I noticed a few things like the other day where I was like, that seemed a little suspicious the way that guy kind of like snapped through a wall and then launched tossed a grenade at my feet from like the other side of the map. That was a little weird. So on Friday I reported like 5 people, and I got all for cheating or the suspected cheating. I got notifications today from all 5 reports that thank you sort of thing. So it's happening.
I had one this morning. I was playing a match. The dude was running around with a little knife.
Yeah.
And just to fuck with the guy, I started carrying the riot shield and a shotgun. He knifed me through the riot shield.
Come on.
Yeah, he ran up straight head first into the riot shield and knifed me through the shield.
Look, knives are the most deadly thing in
Dude, I'm telling you, man, that is, in the Army, I had a Gerber blade.
And kill you.
Look, it's your own fault if you get stabbed, okay?
Yeah, but through a riot shield that a grenade won't even take down. That's pretty impressive.
Well, obviously, he had the riot shield taking down knife.
Yeah, he had the perk, right?
Shoot, I can shoot you with a sniper and basically hit you straight in the chest, and it'll only hurt you a little bit. But a knife in the chest, you're dead.
Oh yeah, dude. I've had some of those guys running around with a knife. Man, you can shoot them like 8 times with a shotgun point blank and never
They
hurt
still
them.
get you.
Yeah, they still kill you.
Yeah, that knife is amazing. It beats bullets and everything you can throw at it.
Yeah, it does. But
If
about
you-
the Diablo,
Man,
just
Go ahead.
about the Diablo thing though, like so I switched over to that, and I was like, I'll probably end up playing this for like 15 minutes, and I'm gonna get fed up when I turn it off. 4 hours later, and I'm up to level 50, and I was still playing. Like they just whatever changes they made to it, as far as like the playability with your friends and being able to rush your character if you want to re-roll a new one and get to a certain level, is way better now, and it's fun. So we did that with me on Friday. Then today I did it again with another buddy. We rushed him. We got him up to level 52 in like 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
jeez, damn,
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
holy
Yeah.
smokes!
That is pretty freaking quick. That's all I was like. What
Yeah.
are you cheating on now? Damn.
It took me 35 hours to get to level 50.
That when in this current season or like the first
No.
season? Yeah, because the first season that was
On launch.
nonsense. Anyways,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
even
they-
remember where I beat the season. Like, I mean, my first go through. I don't remember what level I was at when I beat the game. I feel like I didn't get to 50. Maybe I did.
Probably the
Yeah.
campaign. Yeah, you were probably like maybe 50 or a little bit over 50. It's pretty much when the campaign pretty much was over.
yeah,
Yeah,
I got to
you had to make it a pretty
72.
good way.
72. Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, so my buddy's level 100 right now, and he helped push me along, and I'm just kind of like, all right, Operation Human Shield and go. And I just kind of like, you let me know when it's okay to come around the corner and start collecting all that money. Like I had after that session on Friday, I went from level 1 to like 50 something, and I had something to the tune of like 26 million gold.
Oh, because you having somebody run you through. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
No, I was wondering.
I wanted to
You're
catch
kidding.
up, man.
So
getting to
is
50
is
that
this
fast
is
is
this
Jesus.
like by design from Blizzard, or is it kind of like I don't
No,
wanna
it's
say
not
cheat.
like it's not
It's a
not
slight-
like an exploit.
it's a
or anything.
loophole, maybe.
It's technically what Diablo 3 did. Diablo 3 was the same way. You would
Smart people
except
figure
for you
out
would
how to beat the game, and then
Yeah, like
everyone
Diablo,
catches
like
on
in
until
Diablo
they fix
3,
it.
you could be invited to a group, and like say if I was max level or Paragon, whatever,
Mhm.
I could bring you in as a level 1, but I jump into your
Yeah.
game and you put it on the highest tier you can, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
you'll
And
go
you just
from
go
1
wreck
to 50
people,
like in
yeah.
20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember doing that. It was fun.
Pretty good.
But of course, back then it was
Fun.
there was no. I mean, well, I say that, but if you ran, but the problem was there were so many people that would do that and didn't understand their character at all. So when they got the max level, they're
Yeah, I
like,
hear
what do
you.
I do
I
now?
know.
I'm like, well,
Yep.
then that's kind of pointless. But yeah,
no, that's it for me, man. Like, I'm just watching Christmas shit with the kids, you know.
Oh,
Christmas.
all right. And then we have Kratos' third cousin 3 times removed by chlamydia. What's up, Bomber?
What's up? You
Ooh.
know, you just doing the thing. Again, yeah, it's kind of like Kaneda, kind of back into Diablo again, until I decide to eventually
evil.
get Call of Duty. I know, right? Gotta get my love for
You mean you
Lilith
haven't
back.
clicked that ad by mistake that pops up on your Xbox about Call of Duty?
I never got that ad on Call of Duty yet. I got it for Forza and Starfield, but never got it for Call of Duty.
They're just like, this fool's buying it anyway. Don't bother.
Yeah, that's probably what they thought. And I was like, little do you know.
I need a
But
discount.
yeah,
Come
I'll probably
on.
end up getting it next week when the season starts.
There you go. Yeah, we need you on there, man.
Yeah, I know I
And-
need to get on there. I feel the
Gotta-
FOMO.
You got to carry Wummy through matches. What?
Hey, you
And-
don't need to carry.
And I am going to welcome our first time guest. What is up, Mr. C Money? This is the first time you've ever joined us. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself, man, and what you play and your preferences. And Bomber wants to know if you're married or not.
Ooh.
Absolutely. So first of all, thank you for inviting me, Wilmy. I appreciate you. This is my first time here. This is dope. I know your name because because of King David, right? He tells us a lot of stories.
I bet he tells a lot of stories.
Now, me and King, yeah, we've got a few.
Oh yeah. We did he was on our interview show a few months back, and yeah, he told a story about like the tattoos and paying on Patreon and getting them to do all this crazy stuff. So yeah, that's so we just I knew the stories of you, so that's dope, man. I appreciate you reaching out and having me on. Yeah, so I am married to Doodle to be free. She is on the channel with me on Point 4 Gamers, and yeah, we do 4 shows a week. She is on every single show with me. We have our son on the show too, our soon to be 17-year-old son. So we have a good time. We talk gaming. We have an interview show that we do every week, that we interview different guests. We just had Risk It for the Biscuit on this past Tuesday. This Tuesday we have Randall Thor 19 coming on. So we've had a lot of people on. It's a cool show. And then man, we have 2 gaming shows a week, and then we do a anime and beyond type movie TV show at the end of the week. And yeah, it's just kind of us, and we have guests on with on a monthly basis. But I'm definitely an Xbox head, as you can see behind me on my chief love. Halo's my favorite franchise in all of gaming ever. So yeah, man, just glad to be here. Excited to have some fun, talk about some cool topics. Could be good stuff.
Well, I would show you what's behind me, but I've got the camera off, so I've got, you name it, dude, everything from Gears of War. You can name a game, I've got it on the wall behind me.
He's got a life-size cardboard cutout of Bomber wearing his pink shorts.
Oh, that I do not have.
It's like one of those fat heads, man.
I do have a life-size cutout of Master Chief and the Gears of War dude, Marcus Phoenix, for sure. But
I've got them of Freddy Krueger and Jason. They're on the doors here next to me.
No, man.
Yeah, my whole my home office is just covered in everything gaming. Yeah, and someday when I'm dead and gone, my grandson can play with all this stuff or sell it. So he wants to play with it now, but yeah, he's not touching some of this stuff. It's not exactly cheap. I've got some statues that he is not going to touch.
It's a collectible.
Yeah,
you're gonna make him plot on you, bro. Gotta be careful.
Well, he's only 3 right now, so we're not going to, we're not going to put nothing in his head yet. And of course, if you've been watching Xbox, you've been seeing me on Call of Duty. I can't stop. Unlike these guys, I've not gone back to Diablo 4. I gave away my Diablo 4 addiction after the first season. I'm trying not to get back into it, and I can't because of Call of Duty. But I did get back into Alan Wake 2, and Jesus Christ. Remedy, man, oh my God, they really did something right when they made this game. I'm just blown away. The way the game's set up, the design of the game, just everything is amazing. The way they put this game together. I really like the first one, but the second one, Jesus, man, it's just there's nothing like it. I mean, it's in a genre all of its own, in my opinion.
That makes me pumped.
And I
think
played
when they put it on Plus, I'll play it. Okay, swear.
And I play my share of games.
I'm not buying it, but
I think I've got 1,200 on Steam, 700-800 on Xbox, and like 400 or 500 on PlayStation. I've played a lot of games, and this one is just definitely, it's unique. There's nothing else quite like it. And if you paid attention yesterday, I promised I was going to do it. I actually streamed a game for the first time in probably a year. It was called Stray Soul. And oh my God, what a train wreck. I don't like to talk badly about a game.
Yeah.
Because there's a game for everybody. What I may not like, somebody else may. But I'm sorry, you have to have a game that's playable. This game is not really even playable in the state it's in, and it released like 3 months ago.
Oof.
The only thing that
Like an
worries
indie
me,
game?
no, it was put out by one of the gentlemen from the Bloober team.
Oh,
Arturo.
Silent Hill 2. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the kind of angle I'm going with this, because these are the guys that are going to be handling Silent Hill 2 remake. Artur, I have actually spoke to him quite a bit over Twitter. They released Layers of Fear and a couple of other games. Even that stupid Blair Witch game, which the Blair Witch game is amazing compared to Stray Souls. I mean, I have not played a game so bad in years, and I've played games on Steam for $1.
What about that one where was it Martha or whatever it was, where you just?
No, that was just boring. It wasn't bad. It was boring.
Oh yeah, that game was just boring, dude.
Oh, okay.
The best part of that
People
game was
pissed
where
'cause
you
of,
ripped
like,
that lady's
some
head
graphics
off.
or something.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
face or whatever. You
Yeah.
wear her
Yeah.
face.
But at least that game had that going for it.
So this one is just
Stray-
nothing.
Stray Souls, man, I don't know. It just, the movement is already bad. Then you add in trying to do combat. If you watch the stream at all, you try to shoot people, but the game will not let you reload. You cannot pick up ammo until you're completely done with ammo.
What?
And if you're being attacked, you can't pick up the ammo.
Yes.
So it is just one
The
big
hell?
giant clusterfuck. There's no good way to put it. As soon as the stream was over, I streamed this game for like 48 minutes. I couldn't take it anymore. After I finished streaming it, I automatically deleted it off my PS5.
Sounds like a game
I
of the year
just-
contender, man.
Man, it's got to win something this week. I'm thinking Shovelware of the Year award, maybe.
Shovelware.
I'm,
Kong,
I'm-
I think, got that.
I don't know, dude. I think Kong may be redeemed compared to this game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nobody
that and
here
the-
has played Kong, right? Like you're not that bored, right?
No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I don't think.
I don't know,
think-
dude. I think I would play Kong before I played Stray Souls again.
You should play the new Walking Dead Destinies game. I hear it's wonderful.
I've heard that one's great too. It must be made by the same people that made Stray Souls.
I say people that got together and thought that Gollum would be a good game to make too.
See, Gollum would be an improvement. I mean, dude, this game, there's no telling you how bad this game is. And the funny part, in the beginning, you get these cutscenes that look like something out of Amityville because the dad wakes up, ironically, of all places, in the bathroom on the floor in his underwear. And I'm like, what the hell has this guy been smoking?
We've
right?
all been there.
Well,
And he gets up and just starts shooting everybody in the house.
oh, that's cool.
And literally, it looked like they took the story from the Amityville house. And then when you start playing the game, it's like years later, and you're playing the grandson, and you're trying to move, and it's just like it's the clunkiest thing I've played in a very long time, man. It's bad. It's really bad. And the bad part is, evidently, when I put up the comments, I made somebody angry because they messaged me this morning and said I should give the game another chance. And I was like, are you serious? Did you watch me stream the game? And they responded back and said, yeah, we heard your commentary. And I'm like, good, you deserved every bit of it. And they blocked me. So, yeah.
Wow.
So some certain person will not be talking to me online anymore.
That's a shame.
But it's okay. But anyway, enough of that. So for this coming week, let's go ahead. Let's get it out of the way because we know it's coming. And let's do it. All right. And as I said at the beginning of the show, we know last week was Xbox tax. This week was X Pass Max. So what's coming next week? Of course, we have the Game Awards. So we are going to start at the bottom with Peniac. And I know I'm going to regret this, but we got to do it because he's on the panel. Peniac,
Oh, man.
what is your thoughts and what do you think is going to walk away this year with the most awards at the game show?
Oh, Baldur's Gate 3 for sure.
Ball's on the Gate 3. Got it.
That's right. And this is not just a educated guess, but I think the smart money is probably with them anyway. But I also played it for like 130 hours, so it's one of the few games this year that I actually played a lot, and it's phenomenal. So I hope it wins everything, to be honest.
Everything.
And I'm saying this is over Spider-Man. This is over Final Fantasy 16. I hope it wins everything.
I want Alan Wake to win something, dude.
That's where I'm at. I think Alan Wake.
I mean,
Don't get me wrong.
I haven't played it, so I don't have I'm not like rooting for Alan Wake.
I haven't played Baldur's Gate because I bought it originally when it was on, the Stadia. And just, I don't do turn-based anymore. I outgrew that shit years ago. But, yeah, I want to see Alan Wake get something. Anything.
Let me see what it's. What do you think it might get? It could get narrative, right?
I hope, but I don't know anything about Baldur's Gate except for what little bit I played of it when it, first came to Stadia. That's all I really know about it.
That kind of blows my mind. Like that was like a thing that was just completely not in my brain that it was originally a Stadia exclusive, and we all know.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people didn't realize, man. That game's been around for 3 years.
Early access.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had it 3 years ago when I bought the Stadia, which was a great investment on my behalf.
You got all your money back though, right?
Yeah, surprisingly, they did send me my money back.
They did?
Was really
Google's like, you know how badly we fucked up? Here's your money back.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy, to be honest.
Yeah, you didn't have to call them or anything. They went down the line and seen that you were dumb enough to buy it and extra controllers, and they refunded you the money.
So,
and I had bought two.
But yeah, as far as, I mean, I haven't played Alan Wake 2, but it's obviously an amazing game. It's critically acclaimed. Everyone who plays it says it's phenomenal. So if it walks away with a few, not sad at all. Not sad at all. But yeah, I don't like, all the nominated games they're just so goddamn strong this year. There's not a game there that doesn't deserve to be there, I don't think. Like personally, on a personal level, like the year that Deathloop got nominated for everything, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I felt you on that one. I played Deathloop too, and I'm like, what are they seeing that I'm not?
Yeah, right. It's like, ooh, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. It's like, oh man, I better buy this. Played it. It's like for 4 hours. Like, yeah, man, I don't know, whatever. To each other. I put
a little more time in it than 4 hours, but I was like, It was long for me. I was like, Jesus Christ, again. But it is what it is.
Just look forward to the show because you never know, because it's live and you have people like Joseph Ferris show up who you give him a live mic. You never know what's gonna happen. And then Jeff with the hint about he was like, we've got a bunch of new stuff to show everybody, world premiere, and I don't want to type it out 40 times. So it's like, whoa, okay. You're going to show 40 new things?
Is that what he said? Because I didn't hear that.
He did.
Yeah, that was a tweet. He's like, got something new to show this week, world premiere, and I don't feel like typing it 40 times. That's not the exact thing he said, but it's more or less.
Yeah,
more or less. They were going to drop the tag, right? They were going to drop the world premiere tag from the show.
Yes, and that's why he also said that he wasn't going to do it 40 times.
Yeah, so no, I always look forward to watching it. The esports stuff can just whatever, just handles.
I'm with you on that one.
Handles off screen. I don't care. No offense to anyone who does, but yeah, no. I think it'll be a good show. Hopefully we see some, obviously I'm biased, but hopefully I'd like to see some first party shit from PlayStation for once.
They never really
Wolverine
kind of do though, right?
That's it.
They did last year. I remember they did last year. I can't remember what exactly it was last year because I know
they did one was, I don't know if it was the Game Awards or the summer, the summer one they do. That I guess one year they showed factions at the very end. Remember, that the guy came out, and I guess he was showing the show, and then that's when that screenshot of Factions was done. But I don't remember which show it was. I don't remember if it was the year-end show or his summer Night Live, or what the hell.
Yeah, when you reach certain
Opening
age,
Night
dude, they
Live.
all kind of blend together. You're like, ah,
Yeah, they're basically the same show. Just
yeah, he just
one
wears
has
different
awards
shoes.
that they add.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Summer Oscars and then the proper Oscars.
Yeah, it seems like most of the time they stay out of it. Like it seems like nobody really goes to these shows much outside of the third parties. You know, PlayStation every once in a while, Nintendo every once in a while when they really have something that they want to show. Xbox, I think Xbox has been there more frequently, but even they were out last year. So
I think last year was
Shit.
mostly because they were trying to keep their shit out of the spotlight
the
because of what they
ABK
were
stuff,
doing.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the ABK. They're making sure that shit was
And,
done.
no first party stuff last year. So
Yeah.
I mean, what are they gonna do? It was
Yep.
fun when Jeff Keighley said, "And Phil Spencer's here," and it cut to Phil.
I
And he's
know-
like, "Oh yeah, right," and rolled his eyes. It's like, "Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Phil was not
Caught
happy
on
with that
camera,
sh-
kid.
how-
Holy smoke!"
Yeah,
He wasn't
like,
happy
bro,
with
just be
that
happy
call.
that I showed up to your show, dude.
right? He's like, I'm
Trying to call him out.
but
Like,
you
dude,
asshole.
listen, calm yourself
Yeah.
for sure.
Now watch Xbox have like 15 different things to show.
Yeah, well, that's what it looks like. It
Inspired.
looks like they're going to be
Yeah.
coming strong this year.
I mean,
I
I,
guess from
hope
that
so.
email.
I mean,
Make
they'll
me-
show
make
Hellblade
me
for
wanna
the
buy
15th
your-
time and
buy
maybe
your
get a
hardware.
date.
Come on.
If they show Hellblade, they better show something besides the mocap.
Well, a date. Yeah, release date.
Well, I think
Since
we're
they
at the
announced
date
it when
year
the
of release
Xbox
now.
was
So.
gonna come out.
A
Jesus.
date, combat, something besides the mocap being filmed.
Oh, it's gonna be.
So I don't
mocap.
know if they're gonna. I don't know if they would show that here, because I feel like because it's coming out this year, the next time we should see it is in a deeper dive. So I feel like that would be in like the January Direct.
Where
they
they
would
sure it's
wanna
coming out
do-
this next year.
Yeah, I mean, pretty
there
much.
ain't Guarantee
Phil,
for
I'll be 100%
Yeah,
honest.
Phil-
If someone told me right now to bet $20 on whether or not it's coming out this year or not, I would pick not.
yeah, I would take that bet for sure. They've already said it between Phil, there was this other dude who was talking about it, and they just pretty much line them up. Avowed, Hellblade, they're all slated for this year, because they have to get them out this year, because after that you got bigger bangers, you got Fable, you got all these other big games.
well,
that are
Fable's
beginning to
still
be
a few
coming,
years
so-
down the road. That and
Maybe.
no,
It
I think
looks like it's
I think
done
I think
now.
Fable's
Hopefully.
Fable's a few years down the road.
That
I
better
think
not
it's
come
like-
out this year because that's not
No.
gonna be ready.
Fable is.
See,
not gonna come
I
out
would
this
say
next
that
year.
if we look at Xbox's pattern of how they're been changing the way they're showing things, obviously in the very beginning they needed to show a lot of stuff to let everybody know, hey, we have games coming, right? So they did that on that big, when they were first coming out. They showed Fable, they showed State of Decay, they showed all this stuff coming out. But now they have so many games to come out. As much as we want to maybe think of it like how it used to be, there's just no reason for them to show us something that they're not ready to get going soon. So the fact that they showed us Fable last year, or I mean this past year,
The summer or
At-
whatever.
at the
Yeah,
summer?
this
Yeah,
summer.
the E3 in quotes. show
yeah,
that
exactly.
they-
So it's either going to be they showed that last year with like they showed the story of it, and it has snippets of gameplay. They're either going to release it. I mean, they're going to have to. This year in the summer they'll show us more, and then it'll come out the following year. So you're figuring they're not going to show us 2023 Fable, and then it's like 2027 or something stupid like that. Like, it's not going to come out this upcoming year because we already have games slated for this upcoming year. Got to remember, a lot of people forget, like try to forget that Xbox now owns Bethesda, and Indiana Jones was slated for 2 years ago to come out.
Yeah, we haven't heard about that one or Contraband either.
Yeah,
Yep,
Contraband.
and then Contraband, you got that's still slated to come out, right? So it's easy to forget because they have so much now that it's hard to kind of keep your pulse on every single game that they've spoken about. But Indiana Jones is coming. And if you look at the Bethesda leak that came out, it's not a leak, but like when they were purchased, their roadmap, everything got pushed back 2 years. So Indy was slated for 2022. So push that back 2 years, slated for more than likely 2024. So when you take that game, you take Avowed, you take Hellblade. I mean, they've already been in interviews pretty confidently saying that they know that this year is the rhythm they're going to have for big games, right? So I mean, these are the only ones that can be coming out, because everything else is going to be, you would assume, a little further down the line, like a Clockwork Revolution, right?
Oh yeah,
You're
that's
going to
gonna be a
assume
couple
that
of
that's
years.
yeah, you got to assume that that's probably going to be a 2025 game. So that's what I'm saying. I think everything for the most part that was like specially highlighted, like South of Midnight, that's another one that looks so dope. I think that's also going to be a
That's that
2025.
voodoo-y looking
Oh
one,
no,
right?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
South of Midnight.
Yeah, that looks
could-
pretty cool.
That could be
Yes.
that could be a 2024 sleeper. To be honest, like that.
I mean,
could be
if
one of the
it's
ones
further
that
along than
Yeah.
we think, then yeah, I mean that would be a bang.
because
I
it
would
just
love
looks dope
It
as
looks
a setting
great.
overall. Like I'm
that.
I'm definitely.
But,
looking
and I
at
think
that.
the other thing to keep in mind, that I know it's going to be a big change for, mentally thinking about this, but Call of Duty's first party now, so they're going to have Call of Duty, the new one, coming out at the end of next year. So when you talk about 4 big bangers, that's one of their bangers now.
You also
right?
have the
So-
DLC for Diablo. Or
Yep,
my
you got
bad,
DLC
the
for Diablo. You
expansion.
got the
Yeah.
DLC for
Next year.
Starfield that's coming out.
We're forgetting about
Expansion.
Overwatch. That's
Yeah.
Overwatch too.
Overwatch.
Yeah,
But
well,
that's-
the only reason
Overwatch
why I
is
don't
falling
really
apart.
care about Overwatch is just because it's free to play now. They kind of lost me, but I know
Well, we
that
don't
it's
care
still
about it,
big.
but there's people that still
No.
play it.
No, right? It's still a big game for sure.
World of Warcraft.
Now, WoW is always going to be a thing for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just waiting for them to finally say something about StarCraft. I know it's unfortunately the StarCraft world.
it's gonna
not
come, man.
It's not going to be an
It's gonna
RTS, unfortunately, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, you want Ghost to come out, right? StarCraft Ghost. You know
Actually, I don't
They
even
gotta bring
care
it
about
back.
Ghost. I want another StarCraft RTS, but I don't think that's going to happen.
You gonna get a PC to play it on?
Oh, I would actually at that point. Yes.
I was going to say,
I'll
dude, you're
let-
using,
Yours
right now
just
you're
needs a
on PC,
RAM
I use the
upgrade, right?
Nightfall.
Do you what?
RAM upgrade, Bomber.
Yeah, just a
You'll be
RAM
good to
upgrade.
go.
Yeah, be perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
pretty good with those types of games on console. The Gears of War Tactics game was pretty good.
Problem is StarCraft is it's
Like a million
primary.
buttons.
Well, it's not even just that. It's primarily PvP. Like, yeah, you can play PvE and it's okay, but you personally, StarCraft for me, I'd rather play PvP and it's way more fun. And you have to be fast with it. A controller is not going to work. You're going to get destroyed by people on PC very easily, and it's just, to me, it wouldn't be worth it to play it on there unless it was.
So they
you know,
would- they couldn't
console
do
legend
And
crossplay.
PC
use-
people will be cheating too. So
Well, no, well,
Yeah.
that's the thing though. I've yet never have seen that be an issue on RTS games. Because I mean, I don't know what you could cheat with, to be honest, because the game only allots you what you build, whatever. So you can't just get like infinite resources. I mean, you'd be banned anyway right away. So,
Well,
but
and
yeah.
Guardian has a question. The day after,
the day
Oh,
before.
that comes
yeah.
out this year. Yeah, that comes out soon.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I think-
Abandon's gonna come out before that fucking game.
no,
No,
hold on.
no,
I think I saw
day after
something
is
about-
already it's slated this month.
Yeah, I saw something. I think it's the 5th of December, maybe the 7th.
The day
Now
before
that's what I
survival
saw
game
yesterday.
comes out December 7th.
Yep, Thursday. Now, if it really comes out, we had nothing to do with that. That's just what
Yeah, I mean, I think
Good
it's
point.
going to come out. I mean, it's only coming out on Steam, so I mean, it makes sense. That's
Planned
gonna
for
be a PC
early
only.
access. I mean, whatever.
I mean,
You know,
I don't know if it's going to be any
hey,
good. I mean, it's just what
I
another
think it's gonna be
what Ubisoft game that's not Ubisoft. That's what it seems like to me.
the Division, but it's
Yeah,
not
Division, but
Division.
not
It's
Division.
mostly The Last of Us, but also not The Last of Us.
The Steam page says that the date's to be announced. There's nothing there.
But here's what I'll say about Hellblade 2. Let's assume it's coming out next year. I don't think it is, but let's assume.
Okay, I'll say.
They announced it at the Game Awards, right? You remember that?
Jeez, yeah, 4 years ago.
I'm not going to say CGI trailer. I'm not going to say live action trailer, but it was
very highly rendered CG for sure.
Not in engine, whatever.
Well,
if it is coming out,
what, the Hellblade gameplay?
It was in engine. No, at the very beginning, the first time it was shown her face.
When just the face, when the face, that was confirmed to be in engine. Obviously, that's where all the processing power just focused on.
Yeah, exactly.
Facial situation, right?
Promise that's not going to what the game will like. What she's going to look like on your Series X.
Let's assume it does come out next year, or is they're aiming for next year. I think a real nice proper trailer would fit right in with the Game Awards because, like I said, it got announced at the Game Awards, and people lost their mind with that trailer because of how.
I just don't think it'll be a deep,
but
I don't think they can.
They have to give a date
in a
if they
big
don't.
way. I think they'll do the deep dive in a January direct. Like their developer direct is where they would do a deep dive on it. But I could definitely see them put a trailer
like a minute and a half
cut
story,
like
kind of base
quick
trailer,
cuts,
right?
things like that. Like do like a story one that then ends with like quick cuts of different action that doesn't really show you too much, but it shows you that it's there.
Yeah, and then you have the
finish with the
January, right?
See us in January for the deep dive or whatever.
But for me, they have to give a date, or at least they have to.
Well, they won't give a date at the show, I don't think.
No, I think they have to confirm 2024 at least. Like
confirm
it as 2024.
If it is shown Thursday, I think best case scenario that they're going to give is holiday 2024.
Yeah,
they might give a window.
And as long as they say 2024. It's a date. It's still confirmed that, okay, we're getting this game this year.
Wow. It's
versus going, hey, here's another trailer, but we give you nothing other than walking
no date or nothing.
It's
like, okay,
why show it? Like that's pathetic.
I'm gonna be 50 when this comes out. All right. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I think when they first showed it, not when they first showed it, but like we were kind of first going into it thinking that one would actually be like the first one up for 2024. But then when they kind of talked about it, because I think it was like on Kind of Funny or something that Phil, he kind of brought up, when I look at 2024 and then I see, Hellblade, and like he basically named the games that he was anticipating coming out this year. That being said, maybe a Bethesda game slides in and pushes one of these back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they say, you know what? Why rush to put that out? We have Indie ready to go, and that could be one of the four instead of Hellblade, and let that start the
Fallout New Vegas.
Avenged Ninja. You think this game's coming out in 2 months? No, dude.
What's coming out?
No.
Which one?
Hellblade ain't no.
Oh my no.
Like, that's a.
I mean that's the thing. We originally thought that
Factions will come out in February 2024.
Dude, what 2 months ago they were still talking about they were doing mocap for clothing. No.
Well, I will say in his defense, what if they're just keeping you in the dark?
That's the thing. Like they
Microsoft is not.
This is too big. This is too big of a game to be stealth dropped.
Yeah,
but
this isn't Hi-Fi Rush. This is not Hi-Fi Rush, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you think about it, this is the only game that they've actually showed any substantial amount of stuff for. Like they showed it multiple years, and every time they were clips of something, right? So you had that first one where she was running in the cave and the naked baby dude was there. And then you had, the cave, which was much more polished. You can see much higher fidelity than the original one, especially her face and her capture. So like I could see it, but I feel like they're gonna want to start the year off big. I feel like I don't think you're gonna be looking like Towerborn as our first one out the gate. So it's either gonna be
let's hope not.
Hellblade or Avowed. And if it was my choice, if you look at them, I feel like Avowed is the one that I would rather be pushed back more to give them more time to cook that one. Because I feel like Hellblade already, if it released identically to how it looked in that last trailer, like if that's it, they didn't improve it anymore, it would still be one of the best looking games that have ever released. So
whatever happened to Project Mara?
That's
Project Mara.
Dude, you gotta think they're still working on that. They're still working on.
They're still working on that.
Is that the
Yeah,
apartment
we haven't
simulator?
heard
That's the
anything about
apart-
that in a while.
Yeah, that's the
Apartment
apartment
simulator,
simulator.
Yep,
Yeah, I
yep.
mean that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. I mean, at least what we saw of it.
That
Yes,
was
that's
a concept tech demo video.
yes, more of a tech demo more than anything. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
But-
they're using those things they were using those other projects to help with Hellblade. So like those, that extra facial technology, all that stuff that
Please
they were working on with those
don't.
things.
Don't say anything with Animus. I don't want anything like that.
Animus, like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
hey, the Animus is amazing.
Oh, I hate that part.
Assassin's Creed's amazing. I don't care what you
It
say.
brings you out of it.
Assassin's Creed is dope.
Yeah, get one with the story, sir.
I'll be honest. I hope we see, a dozen new trailers at the Game Awards for games that are coming out in Q1. Like that would
be nice. Yeah.
whether or not they're already announced or not. Like because I mean, February is already stacked. With this week, there were like 3 new games that are coming out. Oh yeah, we're coming out in February. It's like, I mean, if some of them
Do
are
we
indies,
have
some of them
announcements for
aren't.
February?
Oh
Mhm.
man,
I
February.
know Alone
is
in the
like-
Dark is February.
Yeah.
I can't remember some of the other ones.
There were a couple high-profile indie games. I don't remember the names right off the top of my head, but
Stalker 2,
Oh shit, we completely forgot.
Homeworld.
That's going to be Xbox's big game. Stalker 2 is Q1.
Hopefully.
Stalker 2 is
Yeah, I was gonna
Q1.
say
Well,
if they
they-
still
they-
hold on. Yeah, if they can
Say it
still
again?
hold on to that. If they can still hold on to that Q1 date. Yeah.
Q1 estimate. Yeah,
no, I think they just dropped a new trailer. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it ended with Q1 2024.
yeah. Q1.
It did.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
you
got
figure, that they got 4 big games coming. So yeah, that one will
But
count.
you guys are forgetting one big one for February. The Halo
Wow.
series season 2.
Oh no, good God, no.
well the
Sorry.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
not watching more cheeks on damn TV.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm
Halo
sorry.
was
I will
good,
die.
bro.
I will
Halo
die
was
until
good.
I did not mind the show. My wife and
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Thank
it.
you, Wilmy.
We
I
got a
got-
kick out of it. We
I
liked
got
it.
way too bored with
So
it.
So-
good, bro.
so-
I
Did
wanted
you see
it
the
to be
trailer?
so when
You
there's a
know?
standing ovation, is that called clapping them cheeks?
good.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, something like that. As long as he
brand.
keeps his helmet on and actually does something other than walk around and talk, I'll be fine. But
Obviously,
nothing
the
in
thing is
season
that
one.
the first season was a
It's
setup,
Chief.
right? Like
it's
Yeah.
Chief.
they were talking to the people who are not Halo fans, right? They're talking to like, hey, there's this new sci-fi show.
Yeah, but for Halo
gotta-
fans, I'm like, this sucks ass.
You know what? It's just, I
like
feel
it did
I don't.
it did
I don't
Chief
conflate
an
them.
injustice. Like he was, I mean, I don't think he's a great Chief, but hey, whatever. I mean,
Well, the
I'm
catch
happy to
is
know that
though,
Chief
you got to
gets
remember,
ass every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
they've got to bring the show to people that have never played the game.
and they could still
have to
do
make
it
you feel
without
something
having
they
to
do.
show his face. Like that's the whole kind of like
No, they
crazy
can't,
part
though.
Yeah,
about
people
him.
don't.
Yeah,
People
I don't
don't like
think they can.
robots, bro.
No, he's
Yeah,
not
people
a robot.
want a backstory, Bomber. That's just the way life is.
Yeah, they need it. You need to see.
They need to know
people.
what and who they're rooting for, man. They need to see the face, and that's
Look at
Yeah,
look at it this way,
Yeah,
Bomber.
every single person that's played Halo has never seen Chief's face.
Right,
And
but
been
But
okay.
the
it's
whole point is 'cause
different.
you're Chief when you're playing,
Yeah,
right? So
it's
you're
supposed to be
Chief when you're
your
watching a
face.
show.
I mean, you're playing
not
as
Chief.
Chief. You're not Chief. You're playing.
That
as
would be
Chief.
crazy if it did show your face, wouldn't it?
The idea is it?
Oh, they would have to.
But
use
think
the
about it
Kinect.
this way. This is Christmas season, right?
yes.
Every fucking channel, every Hallmark movie is the same plot. Why? Because people like that plot. They study
Halo's
this
such a-
shit. They study this stuff, dude. They have people that sit and pay attention to these ratings. They know what people watch. We may not like it, but to the casual audience that's never seen it before, they're going, "Oh my God, did you see this new show that came on Paramount? It was great. It was a sci-fi show." And then you got Billy sitting at his computer doing IT going, "Fuck that show, man." And, you know, I mean, because Billy knows the story, but all these other people in his office didn't. But that's just the way it is. I mean, like The Last of Us 2. I enjoyed The Last of Us 2,
They too.
but
I
I
enjoyed what I
also
played
could
of it,
see.
so.
Well, I meant the show, The Last of Us. Sorry,
Oh,
I
the
enjoyed
show
it.
was pretty much the daggone first game, so yeah, it was great.
Yeah, they did take away a lot of things from the original game,
It's the reason why I
that
didn't
I
like
noticed
Halo
Did
as
change
much.
a lot of things too, though.
but yeah, and they
Well,
updated some stuff.
nobody would want to watch them walk around looting empty houses for 3 hours before
That's
the
fair.
next
They did a lot of
checkpoint.
smart-
Speaking of
they did
Last
a
of
lot
Us
of
2
smart
remaster,
things.
that
They
comes out
had
in January.
what was that guy's name? With the mustache.
Pablo,
Pedro Pascal.
Guys.
Pedro, Pablo.
Pedro
I
Pascal.
said- I said Pablo.
No. I'm sorry. The episode that they it was like what, Frank and
Offerman.
Nick Offerman.
Those dudes.
yeah, the two people that played that they did it in the show. It was completely different than the game.
Yeah.
Right? Like they just completely.
Yeah, it
went
was
off a
all
different
about them.
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they did they made the creative choices that I think made a lot of sense. Me and Doodle did a whole series of playthroughs where we watched the show, did a review on that episode, and then we played the game to the exact point that the show went and kind of reviewed that and did it together. And so we got to kind of literally see where they veered off every time. And I think they, for the most part, they made a lot of great choices. Frank and Bill, yes, Frank and Bill. And it worked out really, really well. And I mean, I look at the trailer for season 2 of Halo, and I'm like, they announced it not announced it, but they kind of showed people what it was with the first one. They had to introduce it to people, so it was less Halo bang bang all the time and more like relationships and learning who Halsey is and all that fun stuff. And now when you look at the trailer that they got going on now it's like, okay, this is more of like that action, heavy focus, more Halo like. And I mean, it looked great, man. I'm pumped for it.
And I like seeing the one for Fallout.
too. Holy shit. Yeah, I just saw the
Yeah, it looked
thing
pretty
in the
good.
back. I'm like, yo, Fallout looks amazing too.
And just for the record, and I'm going to say this because we say what we want to on this show. We really don't care who gets offended. Not every fucking thing in the world is woke. Just because there is a female in this show, that doesn't mean it's woke. Anybody
right.
ever watch The Terminator?
Dude.
Hello.
Sarah Connor. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We just watched
Sure,
it last
Think
night.
about
Actually.
this though. Think
You know,
about almost every single horror movie where the female is the victim, but yet she ends up being the only one alive.
Exactly.
You know,
You ever see Silent
Halloween
Hill,
is
the movie?
How old?
Yeah, Halloween dude came out in like the late 70s, the original, early 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, women lead characters have been around forever. It's not a new thing.
It's also
really
not that when you play Fallout, you decide what you want to be and who you are. So who gives a shit if it's a woman as the lead character? Like that's the
Bomber's pink
stupidest
shorts
fucking
ripped. He
thing I've
left.
ever seen. What's that?
Bomber ripped his pink shorts. He left.
That idea. He's like, F this, I'm out.
Nah, evidently something happened.
Woke's just a
No,
term
I
for
don't-
straight white guys who get mad when everything's not about straight white guys. That's all it is.
Seriously.
That's all it is.
Well,
But
it's
yeah,
just
dude,
like
I mean,
same
the
people-
term now has gotten so used over everything. It's just like, get over it.
This is woke, dude. I'm drinking a Pepsi. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: a lot of it, if you
Sorry, I
notice,
just
it
swore.
stems from the
Sorry to our
people
audience.
that don't understand the old what the old stuff was. Right? So we've never had a female protagonist before. We've never had a female hero before. We've never had this. We've never had that. It's like, yeah, we had. It's like I'm gonna go back to Post Malone letting that old man perform with him, and it was like amazing that he gave Ozzy Osbourne a chance and a name to form. These are those fucking people that we're talking about that are talking about, well, all this woke shit. They don't even know
These
what
are
the
the
hell they're
same
talking
people
about.
when the Titanic had its 100-year anniversary. Some people were flabbergasted that Titanic wasn't a movie.
Yeah,
It was an actual fucking
Or-
boat 100 years ago that sank, and people
You
So
prick,
they
you
can
just
blame
ruined
the
the movie
education
for me.
system, right?
right.
But-
Spoiler alert next time, buddy.
there was
Jesus.
also people that thought the Titanic movie was real,
Well,
not based on the Titanic scenario that happened in real life. They thought the movie was a real documentary, not a story that has a Titanic in the background. They thought
Like I wanted to go
those
deep diving. See
characters
if I
were
find
real.
that heart
Yeah,
of the
go
ocean or
find
whatever.
that necklace. Ooh, go find
That's
it.
right.
Bomber
man.
said-
It looked like it worth a
Bomber
lot.
said
Let's
his,
go get it.
That
Bomber
guy,
said his PC
that-
shut down.
that guy in the Britney Spears
Oh.
video went down and found it though. Remember that? Oops,
Yeah.
I did it again. He got it for her. He shouldn't have.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh shit, taking it back, taking it back.
Hey, are you old? Yes. I am.
Oh, see, the other thing too is Avenged Ninja says it, but they're not even paying attention because the director said there's actually 3 main characters in the show to convey the RPG feel, right? So they just showed us one. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's
I haven't
calm
watched.
down.
I haven't watched that trailer. I got to watch that soon.
watch it, bro. It's
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
really good. It's
It
really
looks
really
good.
good.
Yeah, the trailer is really good for the show. And there's a
Oh.
Bioshock movie actually coming to Netflix sometime this coming year.
Really?
Yeah,
The
Bioshock movie's
That
supposed to be
was-
sometime in 2024.
Is it a movie or
It's supposed to be a movie from the
Make
last
it a
I read.
show. Make it a show. Make it.
And
a
I'm
12
going to
episode,
guarantee you
1
that's going to be
hour.
woke. That's going to be fucking woke too.
Yeah. This man.
There's one
went
female in it. It's
underwater.
woke.
Yeah, they're gonna say that those little sisters are
Yeah, the big
being
daddies.
abused.
Yeah. Well,
you can't do that.
Yeah, I guess it's just
Why
weird.
can't
to me.
they be
I
big sisters?
saw that. I saw that, and I was just like, "Why is everything?" Yeah. And Guardian, that's what we've been talking about, dude. Was the Fallout show? Did you not like?
He's not paying
Catch the-
attention. If he was paying attention,
Put Guardian, put the bong down, sir, and listen.
Well, he's too busy
We've
grinding.
been mentioning that.
He's too busy grinding his
So here, Guardians.
No, 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 no.
There. We've been talking about the Halo show, sir.
he's grinding his barbarian in Diablo.
The Fallout
Leave
show. I'm
him
sorry.
alone.
There's a Fallout show too.
Is there? I did not notice.
I did watch
Holy
The
shit.
Boys season 4 teaser trailer.
So-
Ooh, yeah.
have you guys heard of Fallout Boy?
That has
But-
absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about, sir.
Exactly.
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 Right.
Good man. What's up, brother?
I had my PC crashed. It forced a restart because it had a NVIDIA update, and then everything crashed. I literally had to reset the BIOS and go into all that stuff. But yeah, all that fun stuff, man. Amongst editing all the footage from my trip.
Oh, damn. Guardian, I'm sorry, dude. You're feeding your 93-year-old grandpa. I am so sorry. Well, tell him we
Oh.
said hello.
Yeah,
That's
we said
right.
hello. I'm glad he's
Hi,
listening.
Now you
Grandma.
got to
us,
press
too.
that button and make that thing says yes, 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 yes. Got to.
I don't have a button that says
nope.
yes, yes, yes. He just says
Yes.
no.
We are not a positive podcast,
Willie
sir.
never says that. That's not in his
No
vocabulary.
positivity here, sirs. Sorry.
What is that word? Yes.
He would have to
Well,
reverse
see-
it. It would be on.
Something
During
like that.
when they get sidetracked and start talking shit like Star Wars and stuff, I either play that or the.
Well,
I
when we
still
plays
love
that
it.
video, it's the green light to start talking about
Speaking
wrestling.
of Star Wars, did you see
Shut
that?
it, Dread.
Oh, I don't know why
The
you
only
had to
thing
put
we
that
talk
scary shit
about
in
Star
there. I
in
was
this podcast is
not
feel.
a great image.
Jesus.
All right,
out with the
so
Exorcist, bro.
Canada
Yeah,
Game Awards this week.
I think we're gonna.
What
I
are
think
you
we're gonna.
thinking? What are you thinking?
I think we're going to get a price cut to the current Xbox Series X. It's already happened down there in
Already
for the
$350
states,
in
right?
the US. And I'm looking up here. How much is it up here?
It's regular
$650.
prices,
Oh,
man.
nice. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
But I think we're going to see that, and the reason for that is because I think that hardware refresh is coming that leaked.
Yeah.
I think sooner than later.
Do you think they're going to show it like they showed the?
I think
Series
they're
X?
going to show it, and it's going to be available this year.
And I don't think
Really?
it's gonna
You mean
look
this
like
year,
the,
2023?
plan.
Like
Yeah.
2023?
So like in December.
Yeah,
So like this month.
like they're going to go, hey, check it out. this is our refresh. This is what it's got. That's changed.
Phil
It's-
Spencer
it's
better
a little
knock
bit
on my
different.
God
It's
gonna make a lot of Black Friday buyers.
I'm just saying, like, I think, and then they're gonna go, and you can get it later this week or next week, whatever. I guess because it starts Thursday, right? So
Yeah, you know how many people you piss off?
Yeah, you're gonna make a lot of Black.
I mean,
they won Black Friday. So that's a lot of people.
Why would that piss them off though?
Because
If
they
I just bought that and
a
I wanted
Series
the
X.
2 terabyte,
Yeah, but you price match it. You say it was a Christmas. It's a Christmas gift. You can still return it, right? You just take it in and you take your receipt and say, "This has gone down in price. Do I have to go all the way home and unwrap it from under my tree to bring you the box, return it to rebuy it again?" They're not going to tell you to do that.
but it's a
Yeah,
different.
but they're gonna
SKU, though.
want the new one.
The new one.
They're gonna be
supposedly
pissed that they
is
bought
no
the old
disc
one.
and
Do
a
you
2
want to buy the
terabyte.
new one that's going to have some marginal performance upgrades, like marginal for some people? Or
Yeah.
do you want to save $150? I
Well, it
personally
would
would
be
prefer
performance
$150
I
back
want
in
the
my
new one.
pocket.
Which
Yeah,
new
but
I'm just looking.
series SKU are we talking
It
about?
wouldn't be
X.
performance.
Yeah, but not
It-
the one
there's-
that's digital only.
There would be
and
some
2
performance
terabyte
differences
and all that
because
stuff,
it would have a
right?
bigger hard drive. It's going to have Wi-Fi 6E in it.
Yes.
Oh, that one.
That's
And
not
it's
going
gonna
to
have
give
the
you
sexy new
much of a
controller.
performance
No,
other
that's
than connectivity.
2026.
Wi-Fi 6E is more on connectivity of when it's idle and stuff like that to save you power. It's not doing anything faster than Wi-Fi
No.
6. It's the same speed. And then when you talk about terabyte, it's a single terabyte versus 2 terabyte. That doesn't do anything for performance. That's
No.
hard drive size on how much content you can have on there.
Mhm.
So that's your game size. So if you have Call of Duty and that's the only thing you can put on there with the OG Series S, probably couldn't even put it all on there nowadays with all the updates. But still, you're talking about an X versus X with a 2 terabyte. So yeah, those are minimal features. But if you were waiting for those features and then you dove in at $350, you still got to pay the difference to go to the $550 price point. So if you got the sale, you got the sale. You're still gonna have to pay another $300.
That's a good
$200.
sale, though, you guys. That's a good.
It's a good sale. It
deal.
is. I'm not saying it's not. It's a good sale for the price what you're getting. But then if you were waiting,
it's a good sale.
yeah. But if you were waiting for that next one because you just saw all those leaks, it's
You're
gonna
not
hurt
buying one
because
anyway, right?
if you're to get another external hard drive, you're talking about what, $100? Actually less than that. It's like what, $80 now
For what?
for a external terabyte.
For the Western Digital, you mean you're talking USB? You're talking like the internal one that goes right into it.
The external. It's Western Digital and Seagate. They're both
Seagate.
at $70. But
They're
it's
down to
still almost
$70
full.
now. The
They
proprietary
went
one.
down. Yeah, they went down to like
Really?
$70 for a sale.
Huh.
That's the lowest I've ever seen it. But let's just say you were able to get it at that price.
It's pretty good.
But that's still 2 terabyte total without an expansion anymore because you've already used up that expansion slot. And if you go with a 2 terabyte, you're looking at what are they, like, still 200 plus? So at that point in time, you could have just got you could have waited and got the Series X update. That's all I'm saying. Depending on the money situation and what you're looking for. I just bought my second one right before all this.
Mhm.
But granted, I got it for free because I used up all my Microsoft points before, so I got my second one for free. So it's not really affecting me. But what if I held on to those points a little bit longer, another 2 months, and I could have got that badass one?
Dude, you're like saying, it's like saying, oh shit. Like for me, as an example, I bought a 3060.
Exactly. Now you see what I'm saying. You were on the same page.
That's just how technology goes. It
Exactly.
changes, and you just kind of go, oh shit. Oh well, I didn't wait.
Yeah, but I
Whatever,
think if you
fucking-
follow
Yeah.
Phil, like Phil's pattern, like he doesn't want to make people feel like they got screwed. Like when you think about the when they came out with the
1S.
1S,
Yeah.
and then he said, and next year we're bringing out the 1X. So it's like
They
he's
gave you a good
he's
choice.
gonna project it out so that you can make that decision whether you want to go now and get the one that's out, or if you want to go ahead and wait and get the other one that's coming. I really think that he'll, right now Xbox is not looking for any angle of a bad PR situation.
See,
And I think there'd be a lot of pissed people.
In
who
Canada,
just
is
got
right.
I don't agree with that. I don't think there would be that many. I think they're gonna get some blowback. You're gonna get some people that are like hardcore.
Well, you know, the
PC
media is
or-
gonna destroy them.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
The media is gonna
destroy.
destroy.
I mean, it's the thing is, Canada. You're right. When it comes to the tech always advances, right? I just got my phone, and now the new phone is coming out already. You know, I waited. I was going to hold off, but then I couldn't pass up this deal, and I got this. I finally upgraded my phone, and now, you know, the next cycle is coming in. Same thing with graphics cards. Right now, I don't know what the heck's going on, but because China is
They've been blocked from getting them.
yeah, so people are buying them and trying to smuggle them in there, the 4090s, which makes no sense. But you can't get a 4090 now. I was trying to get a 4090. They're all out of stock, and January is like the next estimated stock date. Well, that's not good.
Aren't you glad consoles aren't like cell phones? You had to buy a new one each year.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And the funny part about that is people will bitch about a console every 5 or 6 years, but they'll buy a new iPhone every year that does nothing
Buy a
different.
new $2,000 iPhone every fucking
Yeah.
year. Right
What
out of
does this one
pocket.
do? Oh,
Out of
look, this is a
pocket.
different color. Yay.
Yeah, what does this one do? The
Every
screen
time.
is 0.669 inches bigger. Oh, Lord have
At
mercy.
least, at least
The
when I
headphone
upgraded-
jack isn't even on the top anymore. It's just gone.
At
Oh,
least when
that's
I
something that
upgraded my
Android's been
phone.
doing for 10 years now. Yay.
Yeah, at least when I
Sorry,
upgraded my Samsung, I bought the one that turns into a tablet, the Gen Fold 5. So
You get that fold,
Yeah.
don't you? That bastard.
Yeah.
That's a beauty.
Yeah, I got the fold phone too.
Is that still working pretty well? Like, there's no
Dude, I love this thing.
physical situation with the hinge.
no
or anything
issues
like
with
that?
it.
Nice.
I mean, if
That's a
you're
nice
not
phone.
nice to it, it goes to shit. Like my kid destroyed that phone.
If you beat
So,
the
thank
shit
God
out of
I
your
got
stuff,
the-
it's gonna get the shit
I
beat
had
out of
the
it.
yeah, no, they destroyed it. Like
Yeah,
the screen
oh,
was just
goodness.
coming off of it. It was horrible. But to Samsung, to kudos to Samsung, I have that protection plan because I figured it's a folding phone. I don't know what type of crazy crap was going to happen to it.
Yep, exactly.
And
Send it in, you get a new one.
I let it get destroyed as much as possible. Like I pretty much just stopped using it and let my kid have it. And then we went ahead and I called them, showed them some pictures of the screen. Like, look, this just lifted up, bro. Like this was just from normal use. And they were like, all right, send it to
Normal
us. And they send it to us. Send me a brand new one. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So
Yeah,
kudos,
they
Samsung.
stand behind
That's
them pretty
nice.
well. I gave
Yeah,
up
really good.
iPhones like 5 years ago. I
Yeah.
tried the iPhone thing.
I always have one of each because I have a company. So I have a work phone and then I have a personal one. So I'm just like the reason why I have a PlayStation, you know, and I like to have everything so that I'm a part of everything, right? So
You
if
can
I
say,
have
Jim
a
Ryan, fuck you.
exactly,
I have a PlayStation.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Jim Ryan.
That's the nice thing.
I'm
man,
glad
when-
you got fired. Wait a minute.
Exactly, because you're making my box sit there. If Doodle, if you look at our streams, Doodle sits on the other side, and on the other side you'll see we have the Spider-Man PlayStation 5. We got the 19 inches of Venom statue, all that crap.
19
But it's like, aside from that, like we literally bought it to have it, and it's like just sits there because there's not a lot of new stuff that I, want. And Spider-Man, I'm purposely not playing it because I'm trying to make sure that they, like I have both codes because one comes in the console
Oh, I got the
and
code
one
right
comes
there.
in
One
the
comes in the
19 inches of Venom.
Yeah.
But they're like, I don't want to play it because I don't want to run into the bugs that are out there. So I don't know. Like I haven't heard
I
so
know,
much. I
but-
know they did one update. I don't know if it's all clear now. So I'm waiting to hear from like
Okay.
Digital Foundry.
Yeah, I don't think there's
do
that
it.
many bugs.
I
as
have
much as
28
people are
hours. I have the platinum. The only bug that I encountered was I turned into the cube after I had the platinum.
Nice.
Wow.
That's it.
That's
So
the new
this-
superpower,
this-
right? The cube.
So the whole
Cube
there's so
Better
many
than being a
bugs. There's
cube.
so many bugs. Nah, dude. There's not.
Well, he
Unless
sounds as
you're,
bad
unless
as
you're
me.
trying. Unless you're trying.
It's just like, well, here's the thing. It's just like Cyberpunk 2077, right? I was playing it on the OG Xbox, didn't have any issues. People were playing it on the Series 1X and had more issues on it than I had on the OG Xbox. So it just depends. I mean, some people will encounter some issues, some people will not.
It's weird
Everybody's
'cause, like-
playthrough
like-
will be
like you-
different, but
yeah, like
you
you
will
said.
have people that will force these things and be like, see, look at this, see, look at this, look, and it's like, okay, this path creates a bug, but you keep going down that path to create that bug on purpose. So you're hunting it because it's there. Now you have other people that find it by accident, and then you have other people, like I said before, that have no issues, even if they went through that section that would create a bug. So it's a user base, case by case. It's not always there. There are certain bugs that will be there, and people are hunting them down just to overinflate that there's a bug and all that. I mean, look at Redfall. We encountered bugs when we played it, right? And the bugs were glitches more so than anything. We lived a death scene over and over again inside one of the safe houses. We walked out of the safe house, that death scene was gone. What happened when we were reliving the death scene? We're moving around, dying, move around, die. We had fun. We were laughing at it because the bug was not killing the game. The glitch did not kill the game. It actually made it funny because we're like, look at you. You're standing there, but you're moving, but you're standing still as you're sliding across. It didn't kill anything. You bounced out of the safe house and everything returned back to normal. The vampires weren't perfect. The people AI weren't perfect either.
You would
Well,
think
I'm
they
upstairs
were,
when we
though.
fly.
You'd think they were hurting you with the way that the media crucified that game. You think that
No,
they were
I didn't have
like coming
I'm
out
just
and
saying.
slapping you personally every time you turned
No.
on the game. Like somebody just reached out of the screen and slapped you.
No.
Like that's how
Dread
they
takes
got
Redfall.
like
I'm
taken
just
for
saying it
criticism
wasn't as
personally.
bad as people made out things to be. People
Of course.
overinflate things, and then we have to put that in perspective. Yeah, I mean, I've had countless issues with Callisto Protocol. Other people have passed those issues that I've had. I had to wait for 8 updates before I could get past that.
That's kind of
8
like me in
updates.
Starfield. I put 127 hours into Starfield and my game glitched.
I'll tell you
And
what,
I
though,
still can't
Money,
finish it.
Doing yourself a disservice by sitting on your Spider-Man code, man.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
mean,
a good game.
I've also haven't had. I mean, to be fair, I haven't had time to play. I've been playing.
I'm just
Starfield
saying,
nonstop,
whenever you're
but
ready
I
to
definitely
play it,
just
play
ran. Last night I just rolled credits on it, so I am
You're ready
now
for something
open to playing
new.
something
Let's
else.
go.
So, like Alan Wake is the one that's like really, really calling
Mm.
me. I also am kind of halfway holding out on the idea that they might patch the the Penny, what's her name? Mary Jane, the lady, the killer of,
So you're not a
all
fan.
bad guys in Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah,
Her super strength.
the OP power. Oh.
Yeah. So I'm also
Hey,
halfway hoping that
stun
maybe they
gun's
do something
powerful,
with
bro.
that.
See, that's part of the problem with superhero movies or superhero games like
Did you
the
say
Hulk
superhero
is-
boobies?
movies.
Oh,
said
I definitely.
movies, not movies.
definitely
What are
thought I
you
heard something
thinking?
else.
Apparently, you're thinking of Mary
you
Jane's
said, I
boobies,
literally,
is
I
what you're
thought you
thinking.
said boobies. I was like, word.
Well, this
Superhero
man-
movies.
I mean-
All right.
If this
I like-
man panned his camera a little bit to the right, there'd be a Power Girl poster. They're right there. Ooh, life-size bust. Know what I'm saying? What?
So, no, pan it down. Let's see your mouse. Do you have boobies for a mouse pad? No.
Goodness gracious. Horn of the
Dang,
main here.
all right.
No, but
The O's are
a
zeros,
lot of
people.
these
Yes, those are zeros.
the O's are zeros. But a lot of these superhero games, you're playing as the Hulk, you're playing as Superman, you're playing as these overpowered characters, and yet you have to bash a standard human 5 times in a combo before you can take him down. And then on top of that, he gets back up and keeps coming back at you. So when it comes to these type of superhero games, which one is it now? See Money? Which one is it? You just
I don't
messed me
know.
up.
I feel like I heard the same word every time you said it. I'm
I don't know
You-
what you're saying. I don't know
You
what
lost
you're
us like 15 minutes ago, Dread.
Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah,
as
we all
usual.
just kind of tuned you out like 15 minutes ago, brother. Yeah,
well, I was
you just
trying
kind
to
of
tune
went
you
off
back
to the
in,
side.
apparently.
Yeah,
See,
that
Money
was
was
weird.
trying to tune you back in with the boobies part. That's all it was.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you were going for, and you were almost there. It was almost
there.
funny, and then
Almost
you
there.
started beating that dead horse, and the horse was like, getting up and
Oh,
coming
I
back
wasn't trying
at
to be
you.
funny. I was just
Oh,
no,
well, okay.
no,
At least you
it was-
admitted it. All right, good enough.
No, I wasn't trying to be funny.
Ah.
I wasn't trying to be like Peniac.
Try to
Okay.
be funny. I am funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Well, he's been having the good ones here and there, so
Dread,
Anyway,
who do you want to win at the Game Awards?
Who do I want to win? Anybody
Yeah.
but Keeley and Kojima.
Well, Keely always wins. It's his game
he
awards,
does.
so he makes a lot of money.
You're gonna have a bad time watching.
I'm-
Why do you not
Alright.
like Keely?
What?
You don't like Keely?
No, I'm kidding, man.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
okay. I was like,
Are you?
what?
Are you?
No.
What did he do to you?
Well, no, it's just like one of my buddies. He's staunchly against him for some reason. He thinks the guy's bad for gaming, and I'm like,
You know what he's
I don't
done?
He's
know.
for
only
gaming,
done.
technically?
He's only been pro
I-
gaming for.
I
He's
agree.
Canadian. God damn it, he's my
Oh,
boy.
that's it.
That's true.
Fuck
And you
Canadians,
think
man.
you'd think that he'd want to have more Canadian representation down there too.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. What do they get? The CBC, which is like laughable at best, and then what?
Yeah. There's some
Some
good
other-
Canadian outlets or people
Of course,
up here
but
that I
not
think should
at
be
Game
there.
Awards. So yeah, and I see like Steve Avgari and Brad Shkar and those guys are like, come on, man, like come on, we've got some good outlets out here. Come on, show your
Sure.
brothers some love, your countrymen some love. But
Your own government doesn't do it, dude, just like ours.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Jeff is going to lose it for the new Death Stranding 2 trailer. I can't wait to deliver more packages. The FedEx simulator where you throw shit bombs.
I tried that game like 3 different
It does have a
times.
sick freaking soundtrack though. Just say that.
Dude, I can
Ah,
never
The
get
sa- the
past
soundtrack's
that
so good.
first. I keep starting it over and going to the same place, and then it's just like I save it there,
Yeah.
and then it's like
I tried. I got like
I can't, man.
40. I got like 40 hours into it when I had to start making urine and feces bombs.
What?
Dude, I do crime scene cleanups for a living, and I deal with hoarders and all that shit. And to make a feces bomb, I was like, it's just not gonna happen.
it's
They
too
make
close to
poop
real
bombs
life
in
for
that
you.
game?
You're like,
For
I'm
real?
good.
Mhm.
I
What?
have no idea.
Is it for real? Like make poop bombs? In,
So,
that's-
in Death
Here's
Stranding?
when you go to a base that has a room where you can chill out in, there's a shower. You can choose to go in the shower, and you can choose to. There's a button where it's like, would you like to make a piss bomb? Would you like to make a shit bomb?
Yeah.
And you can
Oh.
pick these, and
Why?
you see Norman Reedus' ass,
Oh god.
and it does it.
Okay.
It's like blah 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 blah, and then it shows the thing with the centrifuge thing. It's like there's your shit bomb.
Well, at least they're
Why?
not making tadpole bombs.
Okay.
Hey, they're very effective.
Oh.
They're very effective against the
Throw 'em at the
enemies in the
face.
game.
It's a little
Yeah, I mean-
Silence of the Lambs action there.
And they really help the grass grow better. So if you're making a compost pile around your base, this works out really
Well,
well.
I know this game is absolutely not for everyone, but it's one of a kind, and
Yeah,
I
now, I
don't think,
will
I don't
give you
think
that.
anybody will deny me that statement.
No,
No,
I
absolutely
do
not.
have to
It's one of a
say,
kind.
I'm upset that I don't want to continue it because that's why I started so many times. Because I when I first played, it, I'm like, oh man, this is pretty dope. You know, look at how
The
he's
prologue is
stumbling
amazing.
around, like
and
oh
sucks
wow,
you
this
in
is
real
cool.
hard.
The graphics
but,
are really
yeah.
nice.
Apparently,
You know,
it didn't
played
suck
it on
C
the
money.
4090 looks great. And it's
but
just
I
like,
still
can't
I still
do it,
think-
man.
Kojima should make movies and give up video games.
Horror movies.
Fuck no, please no.
Hey, just wait until he brings out that
Movies would be
Xbox
really bad, I
game.
think.
Everybody's
He like-
going,
you
oh my
got-
god, it's amazing.
Do you guys follow him on Twitter?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
Who,
It's
Kojima?
funny when he goes to like watch a piece of media.
Oh,
If he loves it, he's got a
Oh.
tweet that's like, 1,000 characters
Yes.
long. If
It
he
does.
dislikes it, it's like, I watched,
Barbie. It was poop.
I watched the Marvels, and that's the tweet. He'll be like, I watched Oppenheimer, and it's like this massive fucking wall of text. But so you can totally tell when he likes something and when he doesn't like something. So it's kind of funny.
And yeah, I mean, no, I would agree with Penn. It is a different type of game. There's nothing else like it.
One of a kind.
But it's just like, so was Ted
For
Bundy.
better or worse. It's one of a
You
kind.
know, so was Ted Bundy. So was Wayne Gacy. They were one of a kind. They were different. And you see where that got them.
Mhm.
It's just, yeah.
Hey,
I
they,
just
they
couldn't-
got very.
I
very
played it through
popular.
once, and I'm not exactly sure if I can tell you what it's about. But I'm glad I played it.
There's not
that's
much
what
from Kojima that you can do that with.
I
know,
can't
right?
tell you what it's about, but I'm glad I played it. That is the
Mhm.
most. That's a very contradicting statement.
Yeah.
I had no idea what it was about, but by God, I'm glad I played through that shit.
I just hope that whatever the hell he's making for Xbox is not some crazy ass shit. Like,
Oh, it's going to be.
Dude,
it's
Kojima.
it's going to it's going to
like a
be
scary
so
game or some
far fetched and so crazy. It's like, and I guarantee you there will be podcasters, and I can name you a list that will be going, oh my God, I just want to lick his nipples. This is so great.
And it's going to be
And
another walking simulator.
I want to
and
sit
they
on
won't
his
say
lap
this.
and call him daddy because this is the greatest game ever. And there'll be some of us going, where the fuck you coming from, dude? Because
And then you'll be like, show me your gamer tag or your PSN where you played any of his games. I don't have to tell you anything.
that's just like that game I streamed yesterday, Stray Souls. I clicked on the link. There are people praising this game because they got a free code for it. And I just wanted to comment, did you play the same fucking game I played?
You're not.
Yeah,
They
see,
don't
I'm
worry.
sorry. If you get a free game, don't praise it because you got a free game. Tell them the truth. If it's good, it's good. If you liked it, you liked it. But please tell them the truth. If it's bad, be honest about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure as
100%.
a creator, you would want to know that your shit is bad and that you need to fix it.
Well, I
There's
didn't get a
all
free
these
code.
yes men that give you props for everything just because you gave them a free game. That it looks bad on you and it looks bad on the guys that were making the game. They could have gone back and fixed the problems. But no, we're gonna push out.
Yeah,
shit.
we have done reviews on this channel that the developers have actually messaged us and were
Yeah,
upset
pissed
because
off.
of the reviews.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
There was one in particular, and I think Leo actually was one.
Yep. Leo's
That,
the one that did it.
The game was called Raven, and we were in the stream with him, and the game was just it was so bad, dude. It was so cheesy. And then the developer actually commented on the YouTube channel here. And he was upset because of what we were saying about the game. And we were like, well, dude, I mean, it is what it is. It's bad. It's broken. And, you know, if we talk good about it, that's not going to fix it. And
Mhm.
Cloud had another game the same way. It was some type of medieval game. And he kept getting stuck in a castle. And the developer got mad because Cloud gave it a bad review. So then the guy went to YouTube and I guess messaged them wanting us to take the review down. And the bad part was the game pretty much got bombed on Steam anyway. So yeah, some of these people take it to heart, but you know the thing is, we're not going to lie about a game. Period. If
How
we
about
like
the one
it, we like it.
How about that one you sent back? Said I ain't doing it. I ain't doing nothing. This
Oh
one.
God,
there, I
so
remember
bad.
that. Mhm.
yeah. There's been a couple. We just sent the codes back. Said no, we're not interested. You know, because it's easier that way.
Sure.
I mean, it really is because you just don't want to deal with them. And sometimes, you know, you get in that mood, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but you know, well, not me particularly, but I'm saying like Cloud and Leo.
Okay.
But I'm the
That's
one, you know,
acceptable.
since the channel's in my name, I'm the one that Google comes to.
Yeah.
So you know, they usually send me the emails. So I deal with these jokers, and they're like, but we're, you know, a one-man team, and I've only got one arm with two fingers on it. You know how hard it is to type with your nose? What? But yeah, I mean, I've heard some really great excuses. It just blows my mind. But it's
Can any of their
weird.
brothers die multiple times?
Oh yeah, like my employee Friday.
I'm sorry.
Did he finally run out of brothers? Oh, that's right. He only has one.
Oh my God. And speaking of, if you're listening to this podcast, yes, dude, I'm not stupid. Your brother has not died 4 times in 1 year.
Impressive. C Money. Who's
Oh.
your
Daddy?
who's your thoroughbred?
It's your daddy.
who you putting your money down on? Game Awards. Let's go. Come on.
Are we talking game of the year?
Anything. Game of the year, sure. I mean, there's 6 nominees. Who do you like? Who do you
Game
think?
of the year.
Who do you like?
Game of the year, I'm gonna go Alan Wake. I think Alan Wake. I think Remedy is gonna get their spot with this one. I think Alan Wake 2 was a sequel to a game that was a cult classic that a lot of people, loved. But I think this one here, they kind of knocked it out of the park. I think for the most part, I don't think I've heard anything negative about this game from anyone. And I played Baldur's Gate 3 on PC when it came out. I submitted to the FOMO. It's not really my type of game typically.
How many hours?
Choose your gamer tag. Yeah, we got some shit.
No, I played. It's not on Xbox. It's on Steam.
Doesn't matter.
I can
just
tell
need
you
a rough
real quick.
idea how far I got.
I wouldn't say Peniac did.
Baldur's Gate. All right, I played it for 17.3 hours. So I played it
a quarter of the
while.
way through the first act. Okay, cool.
yeah, like it's not my type. I mean, it's 100% not my type of game. I would have never
Yeah, no
ever
worries.
bought it. Everybody was sweating it, so I was like, all right, let me get it. I did, in fact, start to really like it. The problem, two things happened. One, when playing on the show, everybody who's here who knows my channel, they've heard this story, but I was almost bamboozled in that game, and it kind of annoyed me. I was in the camp. I think his name is Gale. Is that right?
Mhm.
All right. So I was in the camp. Gale is standing there looking at this hologram on his hand as a woman. And I'm like, oh, let me go talk to him. And I start talking to him, and he essentially, invites me to learn magic because she supposedly it's like the queen of magic or some crap like that. I forget. So, but I went ahead and joined him in this magical world, and I did not know that my series of answers to his questions were essentially leading me to almost be like I was bamboozled. Okay, I was like one choice away.
Did you romance a male?
Playing the wrong.
Did you
magic
romance a male?
I was not romancing him at all. But it just it was like one wrong move. Like once I saw him coming, and I was like, "What is happening right now?" And I was like, oh
So
my
you saw
God.
him
So I got-
coming.
No, I got stressed. I was like, okay, I gotta abort. How
Was his
do I
foot-
Reload
was his
save.
foot
Reload
like-
save.
One-
Save scum. He's gonna
Abort
save
mission.
scum. He's gonna save scum.
Did his foot curl up, and he tapping
all
the
I
other
can say
foot?
is that as soon as the situation made itself known to me, I was like, okay, abort. I just deleted every possible scenario. I was like, no, I turned into like an asshole real quick. Like, no, I hate this. Leave me alone. Blah blah blah. And I booked. So that was like my
Introduction
like
to
the
the O
defense of it.
face. Oh,
Well, you know what it was? I felt like
oh.
every time I started getting in conversation with the dude, I was like, well, like, what am I supposed to press? Because I didn't feel like I was pressing anything that would lead me into that situation. But then I was like, oh man, I don't know. This is a bit too much for me. I wasn't trying to go like it's different. Like in Starfield, it's like flirt, like big ass button says flirt. You know what I'm saying? Like Barrett started coming on to me, but I was like, nah, bro, no flirt, right? I'm skipping that one. Leave me alone, right? But it's clear as day.
And that's the
I don't have to like
magic
do any mental gymnastics to see which one of these prompts is gonna stop me from getting a magic stick. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just
the magic.
I
Oh, he
just
was
got
going to give you a magic stick. Oh, yeah.
facts. He was trying.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that kind of like put like an annoyance to me, and I was like, I'm not feeling that too much. I kept playing a little bit, but then what stopped it just dead in its tracks was the week before Starfield came out at Gamescom. They did the trailer for the live action trailer for Starfield, and I saw that trailer, and honestly, I could not play a game that entire week. I played 0 game from the time that live action trailer happened to Starfield was released, because my mind was just so amped for Starfield that I couldn't do anything. So that with the other thing that happened, I was like, you know what? I'm good. I got
He has
my
long hair
fix.
though and a beard. Come on, man.
listen. I was talking to everybody in that camp. I talked to plenty of women at that camp. Nobody magically turned around and tried to seduce me.
Well, that's the magic
but-
of D&D roleplay, baby. You gotta watch out.
Well, homeboy
No.
he had 8 hours to spare and 4 Viagra, so he was ready for you.
Yeah, it was a bit much. It was a bit much. So that,
He was sitting in the camp going,
named Gale.
Hey, boy, you got a bird in my house. Come over here.
No, he's got more of an English accent.
Oh,
so
more
he-
English.
Hey, boy, you got a pretty mouth. Come on over here.
Oh wow, sounds like
That's
Chip,
not
chip,
English
cheerio.
either.
Chip, chip, cheerio. Grab some tea. Grab a spot of tea.
Cheerio.
That's like
Grab a spot of
devil
tea and
English.
grab on my pee-pee, please.
It's like goblin English. I don't know. Man.
That's common English. Oh god.
He tried.
That's how I put another shrimp on the barbie.
Wait, that's all.
Wilmy,
that's
who
what-
do you
I know,
want? Who do you want to take some gear home, some hardware home on Thursday?
Oh, well, thank you. I didn't know you were the host, but all right, I'll answer anyway. I want to see Alan Wake take something. I really don't care about balls on the gate, especially now after hearing C Money.
This
Because
man
apparently
is
they
roman-
the time
Look,
wrong.
if he wants to romance wizards, that's his own deal.
Wow.
Purposely, obviously.
Yeah, I don't want any
Oh,
balls
my
on my gate. Just give me Alan Wake too, taking something home. I just want to see him win something because man, they put a lot of work into this game.
Yeah,
The
they should
direction. I mean, especially when you get to the movie, the TV studio, you really in that game, it starts to sink in how much work they put into this thing. The thought that goes into it. I mean, just the way everything blends together. And I saw somebody mention in the chat about the storyboard and the evidence board. Yes, it does. It does take a little bit of time to figure it out. Once you figure that out, though, it moves pretty smoothly. But I want to see Alan Wake take something. But we're all forgetting about Nintendo. Because Nintendo's got what, 2 different games in there?
Tears of the
Yeah.
Kingdom.
Yeah,
Kind of a juggernaut.
the-
right?
Tears of the
only
Kingdom
only
is just
one of them that's
unnecessary
gonna.
DLC.
Well, I don't know, dude, because I mean, let's face it, most of these studios, these journalists, that's the only thing they really play is Nintendo. I mean, they stay on Pornhub and play Nintendo all day.
Well, the,
Besmirching
original,
Pornhub.
the original one won, right?
Yeah.
The first one.
Yep.
So will they give this nod or do they give? I personally think it's going to be Baldur's Gate 3. That's just me.
I think it will be too, but I really want to see Alan Wake get
Now,
something.
Alan Wake's going to win
I just don't wanna
something.
put
I
the
think
energy out there.
they'll get like best
saying.
narrative. Or they'll
Narrative
get something.
seems like a good.
Yeah, they'll get that. They'll
that
probably
seems like
get
a
like
good
theme or whatever
strength.
other weird stuff they have. Like I think because it's nominated for quite a few different awards anyway. So I don't think it's going to get Game of the Year as much as
And like I
know
said,
a lot of
dude,
people have said.
Nintendo is the AC/DC of gaming. They make the same thing over and over, and people cheer for it like it's great. But if you made the same game for 45 years, of course that fucker's going to be good when you get done with it. Because
Well-
you've been making the same fucking game for 45 years.
Well,
And yes, they have been because I played the
Xbox
original
also has
Zelda.
too, and Halo has had its issues.
Dude. I played the original. I played the original Zelda.
That's the
In
first
the
time ever when we
1980s.
said dude like 8 times in a row.
I know.
Yes. That was when the original Zelda came out, was in the 80s. This is 2023. After 40 years, if you have not figured out how to make a Zelda game, you should probably just quit. I mean,
what
let's
is it
call. I
doing?
mean, it is what it is, dude.
When it
There-
sells
there-
like it does,
Felt
what-
great. This was just more of
Breath of the
that
Wild.
with
Yeah.
like a sky portion and a cave portion. That's why, like, I use like when I'm playing these games, like Breath of the Wild, I couldn't put down when it came out. Like I was just in it and I loved it and it was great. But this one, played it for a little bit, it was cool, and then all of a sudden, it's like I lost interest, right? And like the fact that I lost interest leads me to believe that I just felt like I was playing more of the same. And that's what was just like, I'm not really that interested in it. Like
I
the
saw
graphics
people
were so
sharing
bad, it
clips
wasn't worth
for
it.
about a week. And then after that, it just kind of disappeared.
And it wasn't
Yeah.
story clips either. It's just people building those
shit.
ridiculous
Yeah.
structures. And there's like,
Yeah.
I wonder if this bridge can float over this canyon if I hit this battery 8 times. Smash, 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 smash. Oh, let's see what happens. Ah, crap.
That's also why I'm afraid to, not afraid, but like why I'm kind of holding off on Spider-Man 2. I'm trying to put as much distance between, like, I feel like Spider-Man 2 is going to be another situation where it's more of the same of Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. And I really liked Miles Morales. So, you know, it annoyed me when there was a Cuban flag.
He's Cuban now.
in
Didn't
the
you know that?
game. Huh?
He's
They fixed
Cuban
that.
now. You didn't know that?
He's Cuban now. Yeah. So I'm Puerto Rican. I'm
He's
like,
not Cuban
that
anymore
half
because
Puerto
they
Rican
fixed
guy.
it.
over there.
he's not anymore because they did fix that.
They fixed it.
They did fix it, but it annoyed
Yeah.
me. So that also kind of put
course
me
it
off
did,
a little
yeah.
bit.
I mean, that was a blunder that should never have happened in the first place.
Yeah, that's not an oversight.
No,
right?
now what you're failing to understand is a lot of these game companies have these white women that it is their job to tell you, sir, what you're supposed to be offended by and what you're not. And that is what they do. If you've not, don't believe me, you can see it on Twitter every single day. It is their job as white women to tell you what you're supposed to be offended by. And apparently Insomniac's got quite a few of these people. Because I read some of the tweets and some of the stuff they were posting, and I'm like, holy shit, who puts this stuff out? But yeah, that's what a lot of it came down to. They were calling people out because they were upset about that flag. If that was me, I would be upset. But they were telling people they shouldn't be upset. I was like, okay, whatever.
Of course. They didn't even care. They had it in the how incompetent do you have to be to literally go from making Miles Morales, which had the correct flag everywhere in the game, and then you go and one job, whoever had that job, you got one job to make sure that flag on that motherfucking wall,
because that, you know
was
why,
a Puerto Rican flag.
that person was woke. He was making sure he was trans island.
Oh my God.
That doesn't even make any sense. The O's are zeros, people.
There's zero.
Like they
Yeah,
had to
'cause everyone is
download that.
caffeine today.
Like, they had to download that flag.
Caffeine,
You know what I'm saying? Like, they had to make it.
no,
They
something
didn't
else.
have it. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have the flag.
Yeah,
They had to make
like even as the panel pony, that's a pretty fucking awful thing to make in the game. I am glad that within the, like, I think the first time I saw it on Twitter was like a Tuesday,
within a week it
and
was
then
fixed.
there was like a hot fix on like a day and a half later.
Yeah.
So I mean, they fixed it pretty quick, but should it have been there? No. Like
It shouldn't have been.
just-
You shouldn't have had to fix it. It should have been
yeah,
there day
exactly.
one.
It should have been
Yeah.
done the right way. Yeah,
But
I
I'm
mean,
glad they fixed it.
And
For
they
quick.
didn't- but they
a
also
simple search.
didn't make
A
a
sim-
big deal about it to the people. Like they were like, yeah, that shouldn't have happened. That sucks. Well, patch is live, good to go.
Yep.
Problem
Oh,
solved.
100%.
You know, enjoy.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
know, the
like,
thing
dog,
is-
like that's a big deal, man.
They
fucked up.
should have they should have watched Big Bang Theory and followed Sheldon and his flag episodes on YouTube. I mean, he explains every single information on all about flags. That's what his YouTube show is about. So why didn't they follow Sheldon? I mean, it's not like Sheldon gets anything wrong. He's like nitpicking to the
Facts.
point. I mean,
I agree.
how do you screw that up? Big Bang Theory.
It's so stupid, man.
I told
Bang.
you how they
That
screwed
still
it up.
sucks, though.
Because it's the white woman's job to tell you what you're offended by. And what you're not.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is read social media, dude.
And
I mean,
volcano.
it's there every day. It's not hard to find. That's like that girl telling me it was offensive for me to say sir. And I was like, sir is what?
You're
Sir?
built like a
Okay,
Hulk.
to say
Sir.
sir to a man? Did you say sir
Yeah.
to a woman?
No, I said sir to another guy because I say sir. It's the way I was brought up.
It's
Plus
called the
being
South.
Military.
plus
Why?
a
What's wrong with sir?
military.
South
military
plus
background.
military, you say sir. To
I would hate to
every-
fucking speak.
Ooh, man.
And plus being
That
in the
a real thing?
military. That's what
So
she
there's a
told me.
problem with saying sir?
Yeah, she told me it was racist to call anybody sir. And I'm like, "Are you fucking joking?" And she's like, "Yes, it's serious. It's racist." And I'm like, "But number one, I was raised in the South. We say sir, we say ma'am. In the military, you learn to say sir. That
Yes,
is
sir.
a
I mean, how
given.
does- that's like
And-
fucking,
and ma'am.
basic
You know,
knowledge. Yes, sir.
And
we see it
that
everywhere forever.
that is beat into you in the military.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, and she had this big argument with me by me saying, "Sir, that was racist."
It's
So
right.
I was like, "Okay, whatever. I'm not
Block.
even going to argue with you, lady. Just
Racist
block."
against what, though?
Block.
I
I
don't even,
don't
dude. I
know.
didn't even
It's
get
just
that far.
just because it's
yeah.
Tuesday.
It's like maybe
because it's
sexist
Tuesday and she
if you want to
10:39 a.m. and damn, she hasn't
racist
been
is
mad
crazy.
about
Now, what was
something yet.
racist is putting a Cuban flag in Spider-Man
Yeah.
instead of a Puerto Rican flag. That would be more considered racist. Saying "sir,"
Yeah, I just gave up at that point and blocked the girl. I was
That's
like, "Yeah, I'm
asinine.
good."
I'm surprised you argued with her. I mean, to be honest,
I really didn't argue. I was just trying to figure out what she was thinking because I want to know what
It's
kind of
like,
drugs this bitch was on because I wanted some.
What
I
are
don't
you
know. I
taking?
would want
You don't want
to.
that shit. That's
Yeah.
not a good. That's not a good high. You're thinking "sir" is racist. That's just some other level shit right there.
Yeah, dude, I was like, Jesus Christ, where is this girl coming from?
You know the funny part. This conversation happened at 2 urinals.
2 urinals. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I get it.
The O's are zeros, people.
Yep, those are zeros.
I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Jesus Christ. And
Y'all are
Maniac
killing
has
me.
been on point tonight. Holy shit.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Palmer, relax, dude. Jesus.
Bomber, quit, man. You're going to blow your computer again.
It's
Just split those
keeps
salmon
beeping at
shorts
me.
right now, buddy.
It keeps giving me an error every 2 seconds.
That's because you're running a fucking Tandy like 2000 from like 1993 or some
You're like,
shit.
I'm rebooting my computer. It's like, why? Put it out of its fucking misery and shoot it.
It melted it on its own. I think it melted
Oh
it
my
its
God.
own.
But long story short, we've all got our own predictions for the Game Awards this week. We will find out how wrong we all are Thursday because I still think Nintendo's going to take a lot of it, and Balls on Your Gate's going to get the other part.
Balls on your gates. I also Hi-Fi Rush should win something. I think that was a great game.
best not indie game.
It was good.
Whatever
rated
it's
game
nominated
that
for, at
nobody
least
played.
one of them it'd be worth it.
He'll
It'd be
get
great.
best rhythm game or something like that, probably.
Is there actually a category for that?
I don't know. It's the only one that would, I think. Well, no, there was another one that came out this year.
Highest open critic game that nobody played. You can check the stats.
I love that game.
Less
I
than
don't-
50% of people beat the first level.
I don't get in. I didn't play it because I tell everybody
beat the
rhythm
first
games.
level.
It was super good. I liked
It
it.
was neat, but
Rhythm
I
games are
wouldn't
not my
have gone.
thing. So
You can still bash the buttons. It still works. You just won't get a high
Yeah,
score.
there's a setting in there that you can basically put it so that it just automatically does all the rhythm shit for you. So you just fight like you normally would, and it like figures out the timing in the background for you.
Yeah, that's dope bueno.
So should we like wrap up with what we like one thing we hope we might see as a reveal or a trailer or
I think we did that at the beginning of the show. We talked
Really?
about, Contraband and maybe Wolverine.
nobody wants to see
Let 'em-
Contraband.
Wait,
Really?
is Peniac and Guardian the same
Contraband's gonna be
person?
good.
And also we talked about Indiana Jones, remember? I mean, you were like here, you were sitting in that chair.
Yeah.
You were sitting right there.
Nobody's actively wanting to see an Indiana Jones trailer though, right?
No,
As
Some
their
people are.
as their favorite.
I'd like to see one.
100%. This
Favorite?
is what I want
No.
to see.
Yeah.
100%.
Favorite? No.
There's
Yeah.
a lot. The problem is,
All right,
on
Canada
Xbox,
does.
there's a lot of choices that we would want to see. Like, let me see Gear 6, right? That would be dope.
No.
Perfect Dark.
There you go.
That'd be
They
dope.
definitely gonna show Gear 6 at.
I know.
there.
I'm just saying, like, if we're
Yeah, I
trying to go
guess
through
that's
the
true.
list,
Hey,
there's
wish
plenty
list,
that we
man.
would
Wish
want to
list.
see.
Yeah, I think Perfect Darks became the new Beyond Good and Evil Part 2.
Oh yeah, well,
You think so?
well, it's because of freaking whatever that stupid studio that was, quadruple, triple, quadruple.
Initiative.
Quintuple
Crystal
A.
Dynamics working
over
there.
You got Crystal Dynamics
They
that
know
Yeah,
what they
Initiative.
They know what to do.
you're gonna have another Tomb Raider come out.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. The nice thing is that Xbox has the money to allow these things to cook for as long as they need to cook. They have enough games to come out that they can promise 4+ games a year. And
I'm out of business.
I just hope they're quality. That's all I care.
but they're going to be
about.
gone
I
in
don't need another
2027,
Redfall.
guys. They spent $80 billion.
Now that
Cash.
whole narrative was also stupid.
And they're going to be gone.
They're leaving the
That's wild.
console space, guys. Just like PlayStation is failing. Everything is.
Guardians is he
Doomsday.
would buy a new Tomb Raider. The guy that C Money was talking to in Baldur's Gate wanted a new Womb Raider.
Jesus.
He definitely wasn't looking for wombs.
On his
He
email
wasn't looking
character.
for wombs.
You were playing a male character, right? Like,
Tomb Raider
Yeah, I was playing the
Remaster is
male
coming out on the
character,
14th.
Well, he just figured he couldn't get to that one, so you were going to have to work.
a womb raider.
He was going to make do with what was there, you know?
And that has
Oh,
nothing
so
to
does
do
that
with the O's or
Everwild.
zeros, okay? That had nothing to do with
great.
the O's or zeros.
Listen,
It had
read
everything to
Not
do with it.
funny when he's
Everwild
Everything.
on Game Awards.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Everwild.
Which one?
Let's do it.
Everwild. That thing.
Everwild.
They didn't even know what it was. They had to re-scrap
I don't
it. That
think
thing
they
ain't-
still know
that's
what
like
it is.
I think that's going to
2030.
be their
That's
Zelda
2030.
type game, like their Breath of the Wild type game.
It's gonna
I
be
think-
Yeah.
No, that was
Yeah, yeah,
not
that
it.
was
They were doing management with nature.
they
You
had-
know, you
they
had a
had no
big
idea
giant
what it
frog
was.
that was putting
Yeah, they
stuff
weren't going to have
like
combat,
animals in
any of
his
that crap.
mouth. Yeah, it was like some sort of weird whatever farming simulator with making nature and stuff. They didn't even know. I mean, nobody knows what they were making. Nobody, not even them.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
bad.
good, though.
None of it made any sense. I mean, you know what made more sense than Everwild?
And
Was
they
Foam
didn't
Star.
scrap it.
And that
That's
makes no
what's
sense
hilarious.
either.
They never scrapped it. I was like, wow, I'm impressed actually.
It's kind of like, I guess,
Yeah.
God of War, where they said go back to the board and start over.
Yeah,
Just keep the
I
name,
think
just
that-
start over.
I think Everwild is going to be. I think it's going to be good, man. I think it's going to be good. I think they realized that they need to have combat. That's why that dude left, the guy who was, in charge of it before, because he was all like, "Kumbaya, I want a peaceful thing," and they're like, "Bro, out of here. We need to kill things."
See,
And I
saying
think that's
that-
what's going to be. I
saying
could
that,
see it be like a Zelda-ish type game.
I
now
can
know
too.
it's- Yeah, no. I don't
Damn.
know.
Happen. There's so many though. Like that's the thing. You start looking at all the studios, like State of Decay 3. Is that a good time to bring it
Yeah,
back?
I would really like to
re-reveal it?
see something about
they
that
need to
one.
at least show something for it, I think, too. Because again,
Yeah.
another one that all we have seen is a CGI of a lady screaming, and that's it. And so it's like,
Yeah, and
okay,
actually, that's in
that's
our
fine.
intro.
exactly.
Yeah,
So it's
it's my
like,
intro
That's
too.
give us something. I think it's mainly just all the games that they've kind of hyped up for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I'm just
Throw,
tired of
throw
seeing
some
that
stuff
one.
on it. Throw some stuff
just
on
that
it.
when
Yeah,
they
State of
showed us
Decay
those
needs to show
games,
something.
You got to remember when they showed us all those games, they were making us these promises like, "Hey, these games are coming." But that was in 20 that we saw those, like the first batch, and then all of a sudden now we got Bethesda, then we got ABK, right? So it kind of changes the important level, like the importance of when these games come out, right? Like if we don't see State of Decay, if we have Hellblade 2, Avowed, Indiana Jones, and whatever other game that they add next year, like it's like, okay, State of Decay don't have to come out next year. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many choices that there's no rush to put out something just to say, well, it's been announced for so long, let's put it out. Right? Like that's the beauty that Xbox kind of gives their developers now. Like they have so many, there's no need to rush anything. That's why, it was so important for Redfall to kind of fall on its face the way it did, because it did show.
I don't think it was important at all. I mean,
No,
that was
it
a
was, because
bad
Phil
no.
Spencer changed everything from that. That moment
Well, 'cause
is
you-
what
you got-
changed the future of what they're doing.
It's 'cause
He
now knows not to bring something out when it clearly was not ready. He actually should have
had
learned that
trust.
from Halo. Actually,
He left trust.
did.
He did learn that from Halo, and he cleaned house there, right? So he didn't just let that ride. That got cleaned out. And you look at what happened now. Bethesda was on their island. They were free to do whatever they want. They were just helping with Starfield because it was their big IP, but they were just doing their own thing. Redfall is the reason why our boy P. Hines is not in that studio anymore, and he retired, because now Matt Booty is in charge of Bethesda. There was no in charge of Bethesda. Bethesda was just Bethesda, and Matt Booty was dealing with the other sector. Now Matt Booty's in charge. That's why P. Hines left, because he doesn't want anybody in charge of him, right? He just wanted to do his own thing the way they were doing it. Now things are not just going to come out of Bethesda just because Bethesda says, "Oh, we think it's good." It's not. It's going to be something where it's going to have to go through Booty to make sure that it's going to.
Hey, like the guy on Baldur's Gate.
Got it. Yeah, exactly. I you know, as I was saying it, I was going to change what I was going to say, and I was like, you know what?
Bring it,
Let me let
you
this
bring
ride.
it back to
Let's see how
Booty.
that
That's
comes
all
out.
it is.
Oh, I don't miss much, dude. Trust me. I don't miss much.
Honestly, it's that is what caused the change. That you saw him on, XCast, you could just see that he was so over it. Like he was so annoyed, so pissed.
Oh, he was so pissed,
You know,
of course, because
beyond
he's getting yelled at too. So I mean, for sure he knows what he has to do, and he did what he had to do to get it, where it's at right now. But I hope that he 100% does not bring anything out. That 100% is not ready to come out. Like you said, you have plenty of studios that still
That's
haven't brought
fine.
out things that should have been out by now. But hey, let it cook. It's fine. Now you do have ABK. You have plenty of Activision games that can be worked on. You have plenty of studios that can leave Call of Duty and leave it alone and never touch it again and go make other things as they should, instead of having 5 different studios running COD for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Listen,
Like,
that
please
is
do.
our-
So when's Bobby being shown the door? Because
he
he was on that real pretty.
That's
graph
probably
that came
really
out.
soon. It's probably
Yeah,
going
he
to be
said
the beginning
really?
of the year.
You
Yeah,
think
it's
so?
going to be the
announced
beginning
it.
of the year.
He said that he's staying with Xbox through to the end of this year.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
beginning of
That
next
was
year
his
he'll be
contract.
out, and
He'll be
it's
like,
probably
give
going to
me,
be Mike Ibarra.
give me my
who
$5 million
takes over.
and I'll
Ooh,
leave.
I don't know. I mean, he's
Severance
currently
package.
over.
Sure, why not? I'd
Blizzard
leave
Activision.
too for $5 million.
And on that note, my wife just got home right before the podcast started. She's been gone all weekend, so I am going to get off here so I can spend some time with her. So we're going to
How's
wrap this
Lilith
shit
doing?
up.
Did she lose her mind when your wife came
Nice.
in the door?
Well, no, dude, she's been gone since Friday. Her and the
Lilith,
girls went out of
Lilith,
town. So,
Lilith, did she lose?
oh
her
yeah,
mind?
dude.
dope.
Yeah, my dog was all upset. Yeah, Lily was not happy because she lost her mama for a couple of days, and she walked around the house just moping.
Oh wow.
Oh, she did, dude. I'm not kidding. She's like a kid. She's a 4-legged child. She mopes more than my kids did when they were little.
100-pound pit bull. Just come on, like
Yeah.
have some respect.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, she is a 100-pound
Rip
baby.
my face off, but you know.
She could, but she'd probably lick it off first unless you made her mad. Then she would eat it off.
No, but
So-
I'd be like, I know Wilmy. I'd show up, be like, what's up?
Yeah, you show up at my house, she's going to eat you. Unless she sees me talking to you, then she may let you live. I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
But never had a problem
should I
with her.
take that
Anyway.
gamble? That's a coin flip. If I show up at Wilmy's house, it'll let me in or tell me to.
Well, the
fuck off.
thing is,
My
too, you got to
dog-
make it past
his
all the
dog-
cameras and the gate. But anyway,
Just put
On
your
that
balls
note-
on the gate.
anyway, on that note, Steve Money, thank you for joining us, sir, and tell everybody where they can find you.
So you can find me on Twitter at CMoneyForever. That's right there. Beneath that says On Point for Gamers. That's our YouTube channel. Just Google that, and you will find us. And yeah, definitely come check us out. Wilmy, it was dope. Thank you guys. It was cool meeting all of you. Dread, I already knew you, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Podcast with you again.
We apologize for Dread, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You
The
got to look over.
O's are zeros. All
Well,
right.
Dread's getting up in age. He's like 64 now, and he just kind of rambles every once in a while due to dementia. And it just sort of happens.
Back in my day,
We don't want to tell him, that he's got dementia, maybe a little bit of Alzheimer's here and there and jock itch, but I mean, we just let him figure it out on his own.
Yeah.
So,
No, but that's it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was fun. It was a good time, man.
it was good. And see, we're one of those very unscripted shows, and we just fly by the seat of our pants because that's the way we like it.
We like it. I prefer it that way.
Me too, because oh my god, dude, there's nothing worse than going on a podcast and getting a script.
Oh my god, that would suck ass. So
Oh,
no
it really
offense
does.
to anyone listening or anyone.
But
who's
it's
involved
like
in
you
that,
got to
but
read this part. You got to talk about this.
No.
I was invited on one, and they were going to talk about comic books. I'm like, you apparently don't know me very well, do you? 'Cause I do not do comic books. I don't do comic books. I don't do superhero movies. I don't do any of that shit. Gaming and yeah, that's about it, really. And Dread, tell everybody where they can find you. As I can see, you've got your thing turned around. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Yes. So yeah, linktree.com, Dreadpool. The O's are actually O's, pen.
There's zeros.
Yeah, YouTube, Twitter is I don't care if it's X or not. It's Twitter. The O's are actually zeros. But again, thanks to Money for coming out and hanging out with us. And it's always lovely to see Doodle supporting you wherever you go.
My lady.
It's good to see that. But again, thanks to everybody in the chat for showing up. Check out the stuff. I just got back from Oahu, as you guys saw last week.
I saw the picture. That was dope.
So I got so much video to edit and everything. But again, appreciate you guys, and have fun. Don't take things too serious. So Bomber, where can we find you?
Of course, you can find me at HR Bomber everywhere. If you can't find me, I'm sorry.
Everywhere.
And that's a you problem.
That's a you problem. Yeah.
I heard it wrong. It was
All right, Piniac. Tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Yo, here Sunday nights. It was a good show tonight, I think. I think we had a good time. C-Money, thanks for coming on. Chat was pretty good, I think. All in
We
chat,
always have a good time.
good.
That's the point.
Yeah, we always do. Penny Giant, Twitter, and yeah, it's Game Awards week. If you have a horse in the race, cool. I hope they win unless they're against my horse in the race, and I hope I win. So yeah, let's go.
I didn't know they were racing horses on Thursday.
They do apparently.
I didn't either. Canada. Tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
You can find me mostly on Twitter at Xbox Canada or my YouTube channel, Secret HQ Reviews.
All right, fair enough. That's short and sweet.
Yes, sir.
All right. And me, of course, you can find me here every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam.
Facebook.
Yeah, I have a page on Facebook. They haven't banned me in a while now. I'm kind of impressed.
Shit, almost
Yeah.
That means you're not going hard enough.
Oh no, they've banned my page like 7 times, I think, in the last few years.
Jesus.
Yeah, they love me over there. Yeah, me and Zuckerberg have this great relationship. But then again, I can't say much for Twitter. I was up to 12,000 followers, and they just nuked my account back in May. Didn't give me any reason or anything. I was like, Jesus Christ!
A white woman got mad at you.
I don't know. They never gave me an explanation, and I still not heard anything. I put in the appeal in May, and they've still not replied. So yeah, I have no idea.
They just took followers just gone.
Oh, my whole thing was gone.
account. Yeah,
My whole account. That's why it's Wilmy Hood number 2 now. Yeah, I woke up one morning, and the guys say every morning, we all tell each other good morning while we're drinking coffee, and we chit chat. And I went to log in, and I was like, I can't log in at all. It told me my account was permanently banned. I was like, for what? And I tried to contact their support, and I sent multiple requests, and nobody's ever gotten back to me. And that's been almost 7 months now.
It's because your memes clogged their servers.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea, dude. But yeah, they took me down. They got matter of fact, they got Dutch. They got
Dutch. I remember seeing.
Yeah, they got Dutch just after you.
Yeah, they took me, and like I said, I had over 12,000 followers. They got me. They got Dutch. There was like 3 or 4 other people they took down too. I have no idea why. Or
Souza says it's because you probably tweeted too many sirs.
That must have been it. Apparently, I did.
I know what it is.
Yeah, apparently that's what it was. So
it's Xbox tax.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh,
that's what it was.
I believe it.
Hell
I get it.
I believe it now, and I like it.
He's like a believer. He's a believer.
But yeah, it was so weird.
On purpose, and then he deleted the game, and he didn't like the result.
But on that note, we are out of here, and enjoy what's left of your weekend. Have a great Monday. We'll see you next Sunday night, same time, and we'll talk about all the bullshit that everybody's going to be pissed off about at the awards. Because you know it's going to happen.
Baldur's Gate 3 sweep.
You know it's going to happen. And on that note, we're out. See you next week.